Hey, hello there, good morning and welcome to YouGarden TV. My name's Shaun Ryan. I'm going to be joined by Adam. He's still in makeup. He's got his stylist Giorgio with him right now. He's going to look spectacular, do not worry. But Adam will be joining me when Giorgio has finished doing a little makeover on him. But for those of you that have never watched our live stream before, some key things you need to know. Free postage on all orders. Now, even if you place a small order, then you place another order, you just buy one little plant, you spend £100 to buy loads of plants, we will deliver it all absolutely for free. Also, there will be a special offer code on the screen. You need to use that because that, well, it unlocks all your postage, but also it can unlock other promotions as well. We've got huge discounts across the show, some massive savings. Honestly, when you order from YGTV, you will save an absolute fortune. So that's the code for this week, which is YGTV 3425. And also, you will see two prices on the screen. One is our club price, and you can join the club today for just a tenner for a year on auto renewal, and that will give you a 15% discount as well, and loads of other extra benefits, which I'll go into a little bit later on. Now, I am in charge, because Bex is away this week, so I'm in charge of the chat. I've actually got my glasses today. I do need them. Now.
Has Giorgio done a good job?
Oh, here he is! Oh my word, you look amazing.
We kind of sort of coordinated today. We've gone blue, haven't we? Gone for a blue theme.
Adam, I hardly recognise you. Honestly, if you'd have seen Adam this morning, my word. He looked a bit, yeah, he looked like a dishevelled gardener, but now almost like a mature model.
Almost passable now.
Oh, you look great, Adam, I'm only joking.
How are you doing, Shaun, by the way?
I'm good, are you?
Good.
Right, I'm just checking, have I got the live chat? Have I got the mirroring and things like that? Yeah. So here we are. Is this Alwyn? Yes? God, there's loads in.
Hi, Alwyn. Marcia.
Julia, Marcia.
Hey.
Yes, Anthony's there as well. Yes, thanking customer service. They are good, aren't they? So yes, Ruth. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Shaun. Hello, Adam. Nobody said it. Nobody said that I look great yet.
You do look great.
Well, you
in
know.
your crew.
I always feel a bit boring compared to Adam.
No, we're not boring. We just have different styles.
We do. I
mean, at least people can see the plants in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. Adam tends to blend in. Right. Very important. We'd love you to be part of the live stream, so you can be part of the chat on Facebook, on YouTube. You can, of course, email as well, ygtv@yougarden.com, and I will do my very best to share your photos with the world. So we love it when we do. Honestly, we love to see your pictures and hear what you've been up to as well. Right, we've got loads of new today. Just quickly, I'm just going to warn you, not warn you, but we have got a pink agapanthus coming up that I think will fly. Have you ever grown a pink agapanthus?
No, and I want to, and I need to.
Yeah. I actually saw this a few months ago, and we've got it on the show for the first time today. So if you love agapanthus, stay tuned. It is brand new, and it's the first pink agapanthus that Adam and I have ever seen. But we're going to start with something else. Oh, Julia said I look dashing, but dashing? Do you think, Julia?
I'll take dashing.
I'll take anything, Julia. Oh, we both look very dashing.
Oh.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.
We do our best. You should see what we look like when we're gardening.
We don't care.
We don't. Right, we've got to start, though. Should we start with... Are we feeling top wave? So, there's a big story to this. We have got for you this morning the world's first full-sized trailing pansy. The world's first. We've had cool wave before, we've got that coming up on the show, but this is top wave, which means full-size trailing pansies.
It does.
A breeding breakthrough.
And flowers for up to 10 months. 10 months of flower on these. Can you believe it?
I can.
July and August is about the only months they say it doesn't particularly flower. So I mean, you're going to get this home. It's going to flower all the way through the autumn, through the winter, through next spring, through early summer. Just going to keep going.
And I tell you what, the value is incredible. You're going to get two. This is the deal of the week, by the way. If you are a club member, you're going to get two for $22.93. So it works out $11.50 a basket, just under. Two of them. $11.50 each with free delivery as well. And as Adam said, this is a breeding breakthrough. the company that have been part of this breeding process brought us a pansy cool wave, which is an amazing trailing pansy, but it's smaller. These are full-sized trailing pansies, and as Adam has just said, they're going to flower September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. The only months that they may give up are July and August, and they won't die, they'll just die back.
They've got to have a little bit of a break, haven't they? I mean, you know, everyone needs a little holiday, don't they?
I'm with you, Adam. That's when a lot of families have the holiday.
Is there any fragrance on that? I've never tried that, you know, because sometimes you do have...
I thought there was...
Well, yeah, very, very faint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's you know, in your face, but there is a very, very slight fragrance. But the colour mix on those, Shaun, is phenomenal, isn't it? Beautiful.
And we've done all the work for you. They've been planted in our pre-professional compost. All you need to do is hang them up. If you don't want to hang them up, if you want them as pots in your garden, just unclip, and you can have them as, say, standing pots. So these literally, but just do it. I'm doing it a bit back to front. Hang on, like that. So that just clips off like so. So they are quite sturdy. They're not going to just fall off by themselves. But that's the little clips there. And that means you can have them as baskets or pots as well. Right, so world's first. Look, we've never had these before. You've never seen the top wave pansies. And actually, normally, because these are quite heavy and big, the postage would be $7.99. Because this is YGTV, as long as you use the code YGTV3425, you will get them delivered absolutely free. I mean, I'm not being funny, Adam. It would cost us £11 to fill a basket, wouldn't it? Easily.
I mean, by the time the labour, you know, by the time you faff about the compost, the plants. I understand you are indeed. I believe you are. But yeah, I mean, that is phenomenal because obviously you pay no shipping on those. You're getting delivered, getting delivered straight to your door. They're coming out to you next week, and there is an awful thing going all over the country at the moment. There's a criminal thing that's going on in a lot of gardens at the moment, and there's a lot of hanging basket brackets with no hanging baskets on.
Yes.
They're sitting there on those garage walls, on those fences, outside your front door. It's been sitting there for months, hasn't it, that hanging basket bracket? And people are thinking, are they ever going to put something on it? Now's the chance. Because you can put this on here, and you don't have to worry about putting anything else up for 10 months at least. Because it keeps flowering for so long. And it may be that time that you have still got baskets hanging up, but they're past their best. I know that feeling, Adam. So, no, but it's true. Some of the summer baskets now, they're going over, aren't they? Well, let's face it. I mean, they've had a hammering this year, haven't they, from the weather? I mean, it's been so hot and so dry that they are starting looking a bit dog-eared. Right. So did I hear orders are already coming in, Stu? Yeah, not surprised. I think. For me, though, the colours in those, Shaun, I mean, the colours are beautiful on there. And what I like is you've got this one here, for instance, that's a solid purple, which is divine. Oh. And then look at this one. This one's like a mix. You've got the yellow and the purple. You've got kind of, the mix of colours, all coordinated with that basket as well, which is really, really nice. And there's something joyful and happy and uplifting about pansy flowers. Do you know what, Stu? We made the biggest mistake earlier on in the year because we had some really full grown on baskets with these, and I don't think we took footage of them. Did you see them, Stu? I remember. No. Oh, they're on my social media. They are. Preserved forever. Yes. Good. I will find that clip. I will find that clip and share it with you. Were they the ones that were in the Acer house hanging up? Yes, I remember. I have got them filmed. But anyway, the point I'm making is they became huge. We actually had some that had been planted 10 months ago, and the baskets were like this by the time they're finished. So if you want these, and they're already going, it's the world's first. You will be some of the very few gardening friends of mine in the world, and of Adam's, that have got the top wave. So just to reiterate, this is a breeding breakthrough. It is the world's first full-sized trailing pansy, and YouGarden have got an exclusive on it. So in the UK, we have got an exclusive on this brand new breed of pansy. So these will trail, they'll cascade, they're going to flower for 10 months, but they are the full-sized trailing pansy, the world's first top wave. Some of you will know pansy cool wave, and that was a predecessor, and we have got that available today, but the top wave, bigger flowers. In fact, I can show you. This is I'm going to be really naughty. Hang on, did I? I've already taken one off, so... I did that yesterday, the hibiscus. So I can eat this. Of course, they're edible as well. Yeah, the pansy and viola flowers. So that's the top wave size, and that's the cool wave. So you can see there, up to 25% bigger. So if you love big, beautiful pansies, then you want to go for the top wave. But these are the brand new cool waves, and I have to say,
These again, they're trailing, but they're just slightly smaller flowers, but it's a new colour mix for this season, called Frost. We're a very famous garden with that name. But I love the coolness of these, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, look at the lovely soft purple. You've got the gorgeous soft purple, you've got the whites, you've got the beautiful centres to these, all in this lovely hanging basket. Look how delicate and lovely lovely upright stems on these. Look at this. I mean, goodness me. This is what you want, isn't it, with a hanging basket? And see, there's quite an important thing as well, because if you get your winter flowering baskets out and about now, while the weather's still warm, they get themselves established. They get kind of sort of snuggled in. And as the weather gradually cools down, they acclimatise to that weather as it cools down. They're in sync with the change of the season. If you suddenly decide in late November that you're going to go to a garden centre, perhaps where they've kept some pansies under cover, and then you put them in a hanging basket and you stick them straight outside in that really low light, and there's a really cold frost, they're just going to stop growing. These are going to acclimatise, so they're going to keep going all the way through the different seasons because they're used to the change of season. So that's the thing, I know we don't like to talk about autumn and winter, but sometimes preparing in advance with things like this will give you much better results in the long run. And of course, use our blooming fast to keep feeding these as well. That's important. And deadhead, feed, and you will get such incredible results with these.
So you've got a choice there, either the cool wave or the top wave, 450232. Can we be naughty and just mention the agapanthus? Yeah, come on, thanks. Only because, Adam and I, many of us, well, I'm just thinking, most people I know love agapanthus. We've grown agapanthus for years, but this is the first time we've ever had a pink agapanthus. Until a few months ago, I didn't even know the pink one existed.
Nor did I.
No.
I didn't. And also, they get to about 60 centimetres high, these flowers on here as well, which is phenomenal. Big flower heads on these, and they're hardy.
Yeah, I was going to say winter hardy as well.
Winter hardy, and they are proper pink. Sometimes they sort of describe a plant as being a certain colour, and it's not, is it? It's kind of a bit in between it. Yeah, blue things that are purple things that are blue. But that is pink. Now, just imagine in a garden having a clump of these, a clump of white agapanthus, a clump of dark blue.
Oh my word!
And perhaps sort of blackjack as well. All those different colours.
Almost think
popping purple.
You were a garden designer,
But it'd be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it would. I mean, so we wanted to mention these because we think they're going to fly. We've got such a great show this morning. So how many of you are going to order these? Let me know. Let us know in the chat. It's a pink agapanthus. I will be honest, the plants are not huge right now, but they are really
good root system.
Yeah, begin to establish really good roots. And this is for next year. This is for, say, for many years to come. They're going to get established. Winter hardy, as Adam said, so grow them. Well, you can put them in the ground now, or you could put them in pots. Don't give them too much space, though, Adam.
No. I mean, if you're going to put them in pots, cramp them in pots. Make them pot bound. Because if
I'd
they're
put
pot bound,
3 in a 30 centimetre.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the more pot bound they are, the more likely they are to flower. And in fact, if you're going to plant them in the garden, weirdly enough, I was tidying up a garden a week before last that had been abandoned for a while, and there were agapanthus in that garden. And the previous owner had put the agapanthus in an old pot and then planted the pot in the ground. So which is a really good way of keeping them pot bound, because the more pot bound they are, the more likely they are to flower. Don't feed these. Don't treat them to our compost. Don't put manure around them. Be mean.
Be really mean.
Really awful, poor soil. All they ask of you is 2 things, though: really nicely well drained position and as sunny a spot as possible. That's where they'll luxuriate. That's where they'll thrive.
But yes, be mean. What's your mean face, Adam? Let's do a mean face.
Is that mean?
I don't know.
I didn't go to rather.
I think that just makes us look old. Right, but seriously, I don't know how much stock we've got, but we think these are going to fly. You've got to bear in mind, they will be on our website. Obviously, you always get better deals on YGTV, particularly if you're a club member as well. But 21.22 with free delivery on those. But yes, if you want to really, really have an exceptionally rare pink agapanthus in your collection, you need to order those right now. So you can always order those, then come back and order some later, because as long as you use the discount code, then you've got free delivery. Right, I'm so... Do you know, we have got the best show. Bex is going to be so bitty.
It's good to know, because I feel I feel we're kind of.
I think she's going to feel she's missed out on this.
We're really stealing a march, aren't we, today? Because with this fantastic hanging basket with that agapanthus as well, that pink agapanthus. You get to August sometimes and you think, oh, we're going to run out of steam, but we're not. Goodness me.
One of the things about YGTV, we obviously love to give you fantastic offers in your shopping directs. Of course, you're going to get amazing deals, but we like to bring you unusual. We like to surprise you. We know a lot of you are. We've got a lovely garden community with YGTV, and a lot of you are looking for something new and different. So the top wave are flying, as you can imagine. I'll give you the details. It's the world's first full-sized trailing pansy.
I think,
Sean,
you should hold that up in front of your shirt, because I think those colours will look, look at that. They really pop in front of your shirt, don't they? That really highlights that beautiful colours there. Got a bit lost in front of my shirt, but
there you go.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It really is.
Look at the colour and the size of the flowers as well.
And you've got to imagine, right, this is how they look right now. They're going to flower for 10 months. They're going to flower September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. They die back in July and August. But if you put them in a cool spot and trim them back, they would come back for the following year.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to trim them back occasionally as well. And deadhead, that's important. Deadhead and feed. Keep them well fed. And that way the flowers will keep coming and you'll just keep getting that continual colour. They'll cascade and tumble over the side of the hanging basket as well. They've got a very, very slight fragrance. But just imagine, in the middle of the winter or late winter, you've got a pair of these either side of your front door, your back door, on your garage wall, just flowering away. And everybody loves pansies, don't they? They've got those happy, smiley little faces on them. How could you not like pansies? They're beautiful.
Do you know what? I'm just working out the maths here. So for all of you club members, we are talking about £22.93 with free delivery. £11.47 a basket. Now,
imagine if you had a £5 voucher as well.
Yeah, and you might, if you're a club member, check if you've got any vouchers left. But we've done all the work, and this isn't just a nice, pretty pansy hanging basket. It's the world's first full-sized trailing pansy.
With us,
yeah, exclusive to YouGarden right now.
Yeah.
And I have got some, say, footage on my social media. I will find it and share it later of these. We grew 3 massive baskets of these, and they were like wider than my shoulders.
And they did trail down quite a way, didn't they?
They did.
I mean, about this much. So they really do trail. I mean, they're not like Sophinia petunias, but they certainly will tumble over and hide the side of the hanging basket and bring you joy for up to 10 months. I mean, that's just phenomenal. How many things normally flower for 10 months? Not many. Gorse flowers pretty much most of the year. Ericium, that's about the only things I can think of that flower for like that amount of time.
Yeah, even like Geranium roseanne, you're probably talking 7 months.
Yeah, 6, 7 months. But these...
No, 10 months of colour. They are flying. It's the world's first. They are the deal of the week here on YouGarden, and I'm tempted. I mean, I'm thinking I'm just going to buy 4 for my mum.
Oh, your mum would love those.
Yeah, and I don't sometimes have the time to make up baskets, but actually it would cost me to buy the actual plants, the baskets, the compost, and the time. Now I'm £700 an hour for my for my gardening in the village. No, do you know what? I garden for free in the village, actually.
That's nice.
I do. There's a few friends that help out. I mean, they pay me back with things like drinks at the pub, which is fine. But no, seriously, you'd be hard pushed to actually make that one up. And you're not going to be able to buy these pansies elsewhere. You're not going to find the top wave variety because they're exclusive to YouGarden in the UK. You get to pay, you get them delivered, £22.93. Just use that off code YGTV 3425.
We've got one hanging up at the back there just to show what they look like when they're sort of dangling mid-air. But yeah. Beautiful they are. They're going to be so popular. Just know
they
it.
are. Oh, I should have given that a little wipe, shouldn't I?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can give them a little wipe when you get it home, can't you? But you can see there, just the start of the journey there.
I was going to say, that's the smallest. That's the worst it's going to look.
It is, yeah, because these are brand new planted up. They're getting established, and probably by sort of mid to late spring next year, you won't even see the hanging basket. It will just disappear under that cascade of foliage and flower. Let me
know what you think of those. I'd love some comments in the chat. So Gillian said, how far do they trail down? So, I'll tell you what, I've got to find a picture of mine.
I would say about 12 to 18 inches, wouldn't you, eventually?
I was going to say 40 centimetres. That's about the same, isn't it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, definitely.
About 40 centimetres.
40 centimetres.
I don't know if it's on here,
Yeah, because what there's...
Bear with me. I'll find it. But about 40... I think we've said on our... Stu's going to find it quicker than me. I think we've said on our website, I think we said 40 centimetres. Although the ones that I saw that we'd grown on had trailed a bit more than that.
I think they had been under glass, hadn't they, to be fair? So
I think
kind of...
To be conservative, I'd say 30 to 40 centimetres.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But they are going to flower all year long for 10 months of the year. Right. Very busy for those. Oh, the pink agapanthus is selling well as well.
That's good. Because I tell you what, how many of you have got a pink agapanthus in your garden at the moment? Nobody. I bet.
I never even knew. And you, I mean, Adam, you're more experienced than me when it comes to agapanthus and plants in general. Adam's, so he's worked professionally all of his life, haven't he?
Yeah, 40 odd years.
Yeah. But neither of us actually knew that you could buy agapanthus in the pink, and it's a proper pink. That is going to look amazing. Winter hardy, grows to about 60 centimetres, 561322, but I can imagine that is not going to be in stock very long. It's brand new to YouGarden. You're the first to see it right now.
I need that.
Yes.
I need that in my garden. There you go. Let's have one each.
Yeah, we get a pair.
Oh, nearly.
Well, if you do drop them, Adam, it's not a problem.
No, that is true, actually.
Now, this is an amazing deal today, because these are the big ones. 13 inches. Yeah, I can tell that's 13 inches, can't you, Adam? So it's a really good size, and they are £9.98, so £8.48, and it's in that lovely black bronze, so it's got that kind of slightly aged look. You've got great drainage, as Adam's showing you there. You've got the little lips, so it's easy to move them around. It is bulb season. We've got a lot of bulbs coming up. These are ideal for your spring flowering bulbs. That is amazing, less than £5 each.
It is, and I like the idea these are UV stable as well, so they're not going to go crispy and brittle and fall apart. Obviously, they're frost resistant. I mean, terracotta pots are nice, aren't they? But what you find is sometimes come spring, you go to pick them up and the rim comes away and the rest of the pot stays on the ground. It's not going to happen with this. And also these are nice and lightweight. So if you've got a balcony, for example, if you've got a rooftop garden, then these are fine. Or even if you're not as strong as you used to be and you want pots that are easy to lift about and manoeuvre, well, these are not going to weigh like the weight of ceramic or terracotta pots. Lightweight, easy to plant, and a nice size, a size that's not going to make them super expensive to keep changing at different times of the year.
Right, I've just had a question on Facebook, how many plants in the basket, and I've just counted and there are 7. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say approximately, but I've counted 7. Do you count as well, Adam?
Okie dokie.
I've made it 7.
I would say...
I mean, they're really full.
1, 2, 3...
I've sort of got my hand around them.
Yes, I think about 6 or 7.
6
looks
or 7.
like to me. Yeah.
But they are. This is what you're going to get. These are from stock right now, so that's what they look like. I mean, you won't want to put any more in there because it'd be a bit crowded.
Yeah, and also less is best, really, because if you put too many in, they outcompete each other. So you need to give them that space so they can spread, get the air around them.
It's amazing.
I just love these.
Yeah, I mean, we are so busy for those.
Sometimes when the A word comes around and we start talking about autumn, don't want to think about autumn. But these days, so many breeders now are bringing us more and more plants that give us colour during that time of year, which is fantastic.
Adam, we better go to our favourites table.
Mind that hanging basket there, Sean? Just
do you know, I'm trying to find my glasses. This is why I hate glasses.
You had them 2 minutes ago.
I know, this is why I hate glasses.
There you go.
See? Yeah.
I thought, I'm sure.
Everyone's like, why don't you wear your glasses more, Sean?
I'm sure I saw that man with his glasses.
Right. Can we start this side, actually, Adam? I'm just thinking.
We can.
Yeah. Let's start with the hydrangea, just because this is one of the most unusual hydrangeas that we've ever seen at YouGarden. In fact, Adam, much as we've got great plant knowledge, if I just saw that, I wouldn't actually know it was hydrangea. Would you?
No. If I saw that in our plant house, our indoor plant house, I would think that was some kind of tropical indoor house plant. It's got that kind of look to it.
It has, hasn't it?
I would not automatically think that's a hydrangea.
No,
for lots of reasons. First of all, the colour of the leaf. You've got that sort of chocolatey coloured leaf as well, which is a different colour underneath to on top. You can see underneath, they've got this kind of purple coloration. Look at that. And then you flick it round, and it's green. I mean, you just
amazing.
The contrast is phenomenal, and apparently that's a way that the plant can reflect light back through the leaf, so it kind of gets a double dose of photosynthesising. loads of things about this plant as well. It can get to 3 to 4 metres tall, so you can let this get quite tall. But the flower heads are really, really unusual because they're pink, but also they're flushed sometimes with blue, a really, really amazing blue colour.
Now this one can get quite tall as well, can't it?
It can, yes, absolutely.
About
three to 4 metres.
Yeah.
3 to 4 metres tall, this one. And also...
Oh. Hi. I just saw you want to see my face from the side. Just checking for the grey hairs and the beard. So I've just literally reached for a plant.
This one also flowers on the on the previous year's wood.
Yeah, so important for pruning.
Yeah, so pruning wise, for the next 2 or 3 years, I wouldn't even bother. I'd just let it grow. All I would perhaps do late winter is any branches that are growing inwards, that are crisscrossing or rubbing or anything like that, just trim them away. But basically, just let it grow for the next 3 or 4 years. Enjoy this amazing foliage. And if you look at the top of your picture there, you can see, look, that sort of little flush of purpley blue.
Yeah, you can see it there.
In the middle of the flower.
I mean, it is one of the most striking...
That's a great picture there. Look at that. Love it.
It's stunning, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And when you see those pinky blue flower heads against that chocolate-coloured foliage, really, really is dramatic, this one as well. If you want a statement plant, also they're good for shade, dappled shade. They do quite well on clay as well, hydrangeas. And this one, once it's established, is reasonably drought tolerant. It's not going to wilt very, very quickly.
Yeah,
this
it's a
one.
bit more drought tolerant than others, isn't it?
Absolutely, definitely.
Now, it is only, if you are one of our 45,000 or so club members, you're going to pay $12.74 today. Now, again, you've got to use that off-go to get your free postage, to get the discounts. So when you place your order, where it says, have you got any codes, just put in YGTV 3425. That is the promo code that will unlock all of those extra savings. But it's a beautiful plant, that one, and actually so easy to grow, and obviously fully winter hardy.
It is bone hardy, no worries about that. And even there's the stems, the leaf stems, the petioles, they're lovely as well. They're a reddish colour. So this plant is just absolutely covered with wonderful, wonderful features. It really is.
And I should say, if you are new to the live stream as well, or new to YouGarden, any plant that has got... On our website, you'll see there's like a frost, like a snowflake symbol, and that means it's fully winter hardy. Now, any plant that is fully winter hardy, like this one, is backed by a lifetime guarantee. So if you bought this plant today, and in 5 years' time, for some reason, it died, you lost it, we would replace it for free. All you'd pay is the postage and packaging. And that's on any plant from YouGarden that's got a lifetime guarantee.
Surely I could go to one of those big chains, though, Shaun, 10 years down the line and say,
Imagine.
My plant has died, can you replace it for me?
You imagine what reaction you get, or a nursery even. But yes, all of our winter hardy plants are backed by a lifetime guarantee, including that one, which is the hydrangea hot chocolate. Right, we are going to move on now to a brand new anemone mix. We thought these were beautiful.
These St. Brigid, St. Brigid. That's what I call them. That's what I was calling them. I've always called them St. Brigid. But these are lovely. These are kind of...
I have as well. Is that a typo? I always put a D in there. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
No, apparently that is correct spelling. Our pronunciation is incorrect, Adam.
I've always called them St. Brigid. Brigid. Yeah.
Apparently we're both fine. We can say that, and that is the correct spelling.
Because I think Brigid doesn't sound good, does it?
No, it doesn't. But do you not think, Adam, when it comes to anemones, these are just extraordinarily beautiful, aren't they?
These are. I think I remember the Lacticaean family of lilies that kind of originate from France. That's where they're kind of originally bred. And these are. Look at these. I mean, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
look
plants.
Look at the blues.
Yeah,
it's like a cauliflower blue, isn't it?
The colours are extraordinary on these, and these sort of flower late spring, early summer, but they're these kind of weird sort of bulbs, these, because I've grown these before, and the Decayan types, which we'll show you at some other point. And sometimes they sporadically flower other times of year, even odd times of year sometimes. Beautiful foliage on these as well, really, really lovely ferny foliage. You've got these really strong colours, these lovely dark centres to the flowers as well. Some have got a lighter centre.
And Adam, unlike many of the bulbs where you just get one flower per bulb, that's not the same with anemones, is it?
These almost send out like little runners from the main bulb, and then you'll get 4, 5, 6 flowers from the one bulb, and say they kind of flower sort of early spring to summer. quite an en masse kind of flowering point, but then they will sporadically flower throughout summer. I've even seen them flower autumn or even into early winter sometimes, just occasionally. I think, what are you doing now, you silly plant? It's like, you know, it's late October and you've sent up a little flower spike. They're bone hardy, they'll grow in full sun, part shade, you grow them in beds and borders, grow them in pots or containers as well if you want to. When you get them home, give them a good soak, because they look like little rabbit droppings.
They do. I mean, they're the weirdest looking things.
Yeah, soak them overnight or 24 hours, and then plant them the pointy side down, flat side up, and you'll be amazed how quick these will come through.
I love buying things like this. It looks so ugly and unappetising in the bag, but they grow into the most beautiful plants, and they will flower next year.
Yeah, they will flower next year. In fact, if you...
Do you say March time? From March onwards, April?
Yeah, April. Kind of April, May, June, they'll flower. In fact, if you order these now and you get them in now, they may even send up some leaves before the winter this year. That's quite possible with these. They're a funny old... They're not like...
They're not like a normal bulb, are they?
No, they're not like a daffodil. You know, if you put a daffodil in now, there's no way you're going to see leaves, is there, till at least kind of January or February. And of course, your daffodil flowers once and that's it, you know, most daffodils. But these, yeah, they're a bit different, they're a bit unusual, and they kind of spread a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And they make fabulous cut flowers. They work out about 20 pence a bulb.
Which is amazing value. That is for club members, I should say. £10.19, an absolute must-have. I love the sort of like fern-like foliage on anemones as well. 604.51. Now, one of the most popular plants here at YouGarden, Nandinas. We've got several different varieties, but all of them are absolute favourites with our viewers. But if you've never bought a Nandina, if you're looking for another, today is the day to get one. These are $11.99 or $10.19. Now in a garden centre, you know, if you paid, well, our recommended retail price $19.99 for a plant that's that size, that healthy, $19.99 nowadays for that, fantastic. So even if we were charging that and delivering it for free, that'd be great offer. But today, we're doing that for $11.99 or $10.19.
That's mad.
It is, for the size of the plant, that delivered free.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but what would the courier be charging us? What would the packaging cost us? The plant itself, you know? But you're going to get it for $10.19. So Nandinas, they are one of your favourites and they're one of our favourites.
I love them.
They're just the most... I mean, Adam's he's actually a professional gardener. You and John have got your own business, and you make over many gardens, design many gardens. But I guess if your client says, I want a really low maintenance garden, plants are easy, that's got to be in your top 5, hasn't it?
This one ticks so many boxes. First thing to say, it's evergreen. So all the year through, it keeps its foliage, and it's also ever red, the foliage, because the new foliage always comes through this lovely kind of reddish colour, which is really, really beautiful. Then, bone hardy. So it's not going to worry us about the frost. Very drought tolerant once established, which is really, really good. Slow growing, nice upright habit. I've never seen these get more than about a metre tall. They can flower. They have lovely kind of heads of white flower that produce gorgeous berries as well. Don't get any disease problems. You can grow them in containers as well because they're compact enough to grow in containers. You can grow them in full sun. You can grow them in part shade. You can grow them in part sun. You can grow them in clay soils. You can grow them in sandy soils. They really, really are the most adaptable, amenable kind of garden shrub. And even if you're 3 floors up and just got a balcony, you can grow these in a 30-centimetre pot. They'll be quite happy. And the new foliage in spring is gorgeous. I mean, look at that contrast, you know, that Festuca glauca, that blue grass. That just
really
looks
works, doesn't it?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenally well, beautiful.
Honestly, one of the best plants that we ever have. The most reliable, the easiest to grow, and looking great every single day of the year as well. And I always think with Nandinas, if you are someone that does a lot of pots and containers, what I like to do with many of my pots is have something in the centre of them that looks good all the time, and then plant around.
Did you? I was trying to think of a phrase. Just tip this over. You can see into the middle of it. You see the foliage in the middle there. You come up with a phrase once about fillers.
Thrillers and spillers.
That's it. Yeah.
So you've got your thriller in the centre. So it's going to look good all year round. Then you've got your fillers. So you could put, you know, things like your your summer bedding around there, your springboards, whatever, and then you've got your spillers, which are the trailing plants. So yeah, that's a general rule when you're putting up a basket. You want something really striking in the centre, things around it to fill in the space, and then things flowing over the sides.
So your top wave would be your top spillers, wouldn't they?
Yes, well, they were very good,
to say the least.
But that is a phenomenal price, and I have to say the current stock of the Obsessed on the nursery is looking exceptional right now. Oh, where's my chat gone? Oh, there you are. Angela. Oh, Marissa's just said her mimosa. This is interesting.
Really? Not flowering.
It is. Oh, yeah. There's some weird stuff happening because of the hot summer, isn't there?
That's mad. That shouldn't be.
Yeah. Hey, now, Adam, I've got a question for you. And it's a personal question.
Oh,
not like that.
I suggest you visit your GP.
No, not good. No, but genuinely, so this is really weird, and I don't know the answer to this. It's never happened before. So I've had a fig tree for 15 years, okay? But it was in the ground, and it was producing all leaves, no figs. And I get that, because they like to be contained to produce figs. So I dug it up, put it in a pot, and it's got loads of figs on it, but all the leaves, virtually all the leaves have now fallen off.
Okay.
But it's got loads of figs. What do you reckon? I'm a bit like...
Did you dig it up when it was dormant?
Yeah.
A lot of plants this year are showing stress because of the weather we've had, because of the really, really hot weather. And it's probably just a natural thing that it's doing, like a protection mechanism. I've seen it on lots of fruit trees this year. Lots of, in fact, when you drive along at the moment, if you look at a lot of the verges now, a lot of the trees are already
going to autumn now.
Yeah, already turning yellow. And
so do you reckon it's right? Because it's got 30 little figs on it, but about 3 leaves.
Absolutely fine, Sean. Don't worry about it.
It's not going to be able to photosynthesize.
No, it's fine. I mean, it will be absolutely fine. The figs might continue to ripen, actually, even though the foliage has come off. So I wouldn't panic about that. Next spring, it will come back into leaf. It will be absolutely fine.
I've had it like 15 years, that's all.
I've seen it all over the place this year because we've had, four heat waves now.
I think it dried out and then lost its leaves.
Yeah, and that would be like a shock mechanism to that plant. And what it will naturally do is it thinks, well, I need to keep producing the fruit because the fruit produces the seeds. That's the really important bit. And I'm going to drop leaves because, you know, I can't afford to support both.
Thank you, Adam. That's what I was hoping. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I just wanted to check. Right, but if you've got any questions for us, then please join the chat on YouTube or Facebook. Right. Oh. We've got Key and Doxa picture here.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to toodle off to the side.
Yeah.
Because I believe I know where the correct picture is.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is correct. This is correct images. I have to say, actually, to be fair, Puschkinia and the Key and Doxa are similar flowers, but the Puschkinia are, I think, even more beautiful. So these are an early spring flowering bulb. So we're talking about normally end of February, March time. They're compact. They only grow to about 15 centimetres. So you do want to plant them en masse, but they produce the most beautiful. It's a very kind of like pale blue stripe that you've got in the middle of each petal. And then that's set against that pure white. So they're star-shaped. You've got 5 petals on each flower. They remind me a little bit of a grape hyacinth crossed with a bluebell.
Yes.
But even more pretty.
And I think also they're another plant that I think's just been reclassified as Scilla now.
All plants are getting new names, you know. It's really annoying for us, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think even the Chionodoxa are now being put into the genus of Scilla as well. So, but yeah, so these are what the Scillas look like.
I hate it when plants change names.
I mean, these were the Chionodoxa, the other picture you saw there, and they are very similar. They flower very early in the year.
Yeah, so end of February, March time.
Yeah. Well, the way the weather's going, you might even start seeing these in December.
Yeah, you're right.
To be honest.
Actually, yeah, if you're planting them now, you might do, mightn't you?
Yeah, and these spread like crazy, and they're beautiful. In our where I used to live in Bishop Stortford, the front garden there, and also lots of the neighbours' gardens either side, we used to get loads of these come up in our front gardens. Used to come up in a little gravel path because they seed about, and they are stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
Only about 3 or 4 inches tall, 4, 5, 6 little beautiful flowers per stem. They die down very quickly after they've flowered as well.
Yeah, so they're not messy. No,
you're right. You don't have to put up for months months and months of the leaves dying down.
And actually, because they're early flowering, they die down quickly, they are ideal if you want to plant them in lawns and things as well. Really busy today. Thank you so much. Bex is away for this week, by the way. She will be back the week after.
She's in Turkey.
Yeah, she's having a proper... If you remember last year, all she was moan that she never got a holiday, and she did a little camping holiday. It was a disaster because it was a torrential storm. Right, yeah. So she actually hasn't taken a week, but she is going to be back next week, just to let you know. She's not going anywhere. Right. If you'd like to go for the Puschkinia, then £11.99. 60 bulbs working out 17 pence each, and that is 604.65. Right. We've also got a brilliant deal.
Not sure where the pot is. It's got no pot.
Well, yours will arrive in a pot.
Yeah.
We're doing well today, Adam, aren't we? It's not in the potting shed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where's it? No, it definitely isn't here, Stu. I need to get a pot for it now.
Look at these. Now this is what
that's
it will be.
That's what it should look like.
That's really. Yeah, it is very similar to the Taylor, as Stu just pointed out. You've got these lovely kind of flamingo sort of colours on here. You've got the creamy colours, you've got the green colours, you've got the pink colours, especially early in the year when the new foliage comes through. Amazing colours on this, and these colours keep going throughout the summer as well. Not quite as dramatic, perhaps, as early spring, but
Stu's found the pot, by the way.
Definitely, we'll keep going. Let's put it back in the pot there. And then in the autumn, you get lovely colour changes on this as well. Doesn't get particularly tall, this one, probably about a metre, perhaps 1.5 metres eventually, very slow growing, and it kind of grows up and then it will kind of cascade.
Yeah.
A few things, see, something else Stu's just sitting over here, about a lot of people saying acers are losing their leaves now, and I'm seeing that again.
Yeah.
There's so many weird things going on in the gardens this year because of the weather. That's what it's all down to. It's because it's been so hot and so dry, and a lot of plants are just not used to it being that dramatic, that different.
But so they are, again, protecting themselves and things, basically. I mean, do you know what I've had to do? Because I've got an area, I've got like a waifs and stray area in my garden for plants.
I like that.
Plants I've not found a home for yet, but I'm, like looking after. And I actually had to put a parasol up and have them all under the parasol.
Oh,
yeah. I did. Yeah, my plants in pots that are looking for homes are under parasol. Oh, yeah, I've just seen this now. Angela in the chat. Hello, Angela. Good morning. She just put, my Caribbean lily has started sprouting new leaves.
Whoa.
Is this a bit early? Yes, it is.
Because mine are just dying down now. They're just turning yellow and dying off.
I mean, I think the only general advice we can give is, one, don't panic because things are doing weird things, but I am having to move some of my plants out of the full sun. I'm having to find a bit more shade for plants, and I'm having to really keep on top of the watering.
Big time.
Like most people.
And I tell you what, I've had, Shaun, as well, I've had polyanthus flowering for the last 6
Same
weeks.
Here.
Yeah, yellow ones
Yeah.
flowering.
Like, why?
Yeah, I know. The last,
Why would they do that now?
Because I've got a shady border where I put lots of busy lizzies, and now I've got yellow polyanthus coming up in between the busy lizzies.
I've got some coming up.
And they should be flowering now.
I've got some hellebores flowering.
It's all over the place.
Now why? Because it's really hot. They hate the heat, don't they, in general?
Yeah. I mean, there's this thing at the moment they're talking about. Kew Gardens are having to close off certain parts of their gardens because there's something happening this year called sudden branch drop, where a lot of trees will just drop a whole massive, great big branch, and you don't know it's going to happen until it happens.
Oh. So they are taking precautionary measures. Then Stu just said he saw that. Where was it in? Yeah,
I've seen it all over the place this year. Up where I live in particular, because we've got really dry, sandy soils.
Anyway. But, this is what it looks like gardening. Every year's an adventure. Right, loads of brilliant deals today. And that, remember, is £8.49 for an Acer pomatum there, which is one of the most beautiful acers you could imagine. And I just think it's got the most stunning foliage. Right, just to remind everybody, if you have just joined the live stream, good morning, welcome to YouGarden TV. My name's Shaun Ryan, known as Shaun Ryan Plant Man. We have got Adam Wilcott, award-winning gardener, 4 gold awards at Chelsea. He knows his stuff. And all you need to do, if you've never ordered before, is make sure you use that offer code, and that is really, really important. And there's mine, Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man. I am on TikTok as well, but I'm just Shaun Ryan Plant Man on TikTok. It makes it a little bit easier and, quicker and concise. But yeah, we'd love you to follow us, and we would love you to be part of the live stream today. So you can, remember, you can send in your pictures, YGTV@yougarden.com. You can chat on YouTube and Facebook, but you are going to have to be super quick for the world's first full-sized trailing pansy known as Top Wave, and YouGarden have got a UK exclusive on this. You get 2 of these. That's how they're going to look. That's how they're going to arrive. They're going to flower for how many months, Adam?
10.
10 months of the year.
10 months. In fact, let's put it the other way around. They're not going to flower for 2 months of the year. So,
yeah, that's the way of looking at it, isn't
to be honest,
it?
yeah, which is incredible, phenomenal.
I mean, seriously, the value here, and it is the deal of the week. I'm going to say, Stu, this is the top seller, I'm presuming. Yeah, by far. We've done all the work for you. So first of all, we have got the exclusive rights in the UK to the world's first full-size trailing pansy. You might be thinking, hang on, but there's another trailing pansy out there. There is, it's called Cool Wave. But the pansies are smaller. These are full size. The colour's amazing. They're going to flower for 10 months of the year. You get 2 of these. All you need to do is hang them up and keep them well watered and well fed.
Yeah, look at those there. Look at those beautiful colours. Oh, these are so... And actually, they do have a little bit of a fragrance.
Yeah, I think so.
Now they've been in this warm room a little bit. Yeah, you can pick up the fragrance. Some have got solid colours, some have got bi-colours. They can trail up to 30 to 40 centimetres. They can trail over the side. Yeah. All you've got to do is deadhead, water and feed, and just enjoy. And they're pretty fast growing once they get going. But the good thing is, because they're established now, they're going to adjust to the weather. As the weather changes, as the weather cools down over the next couple of months, they're not suddenly going to get shocked because they've come out of a warm greenhouse and then been plonked into the cold. They're going to have acclimatised to the weather. So that means they will keep flowering. I see that thing sometimes where people decide not to plant up a winter basket until late November, and they might go to one of these garden centres where the pansies are kept in a polytunnel and they're all nice and warm and sort of snug. Then they plant up that basket, they put it outside, you get a -5 the following night.
And it looks miserable, doesn't it?
And they go into shock.
Yeah.
And you get 2 or 3 flowers and that's it. They stop.
And I sometimes my summer hanging baskets have still looked good in October, and I've kept them up. And then I've done that. I've actually made up a winter basket in November, and it's just too late for it to get going. There's not enough light. There's not enough warmth.
Not enough warmth.
It's all been done for you. You just need to hang them up, but you do need to order them sooner rather than later. They are absolutely flying, as you can imagine. 450230. Also, really popular today has been one of the most reliable plants that you could ever have in your garden. You know, it's £10.19 today for club members, and that's the size you'll get. Remember, you've got foliage all year round, changes colours, so you get lovely oranges, you get lovely reds, you get even little touches of pink, and I would say that in any pot or container, you want that in the middle, and then you can plant around it with summer bedding, winter bedding, spring bulbs, but you've got that all year round. Pretty much all soil types, sunshade.
Yeah, and the good thing about that, Shaun, is perfect for your winter planting schemes because it is evergreen.
And also with the reds and things.
And the reds look absolutely gorgeous. And at Christmas time, when they get a little bit big, you can put a little ring of fairy lights around them as well if you wanted to, and just have a little feature like that for Christmas.
But really busy. So we've got some amazing deals this morning, and that is just £10.19 for club members. If you're not a club member, we'll tell you all about the club a little bit later on, but it's £10 for the year on auto renewals. So it's only a little price to pay to get those massive discounts. You're
going to tell me something now that 3 or 4 months ago I would have said, no, Shaun, you can't get it in that colour. It's not possible.
Are you talking about?
They come in blue, they come in purple, they come in white. Nobody has come out with a pink one, Shaun. I would have said.
Yeah, I know.
And now,
so
there we go.
This has been the other massively popular item on today's show, and it is the agapanthus blush pink. 3 of them for just $21.22. And, you know, let's be honest, it's about buying them now while we've got the stock, while it's brand new, planting them and then enjoying them flying next year for many years to come.
You've got to have these in your garden, Shaun, because I know your garden. I've been to your garden. We kind of helped design your garden.
You certainly did.
And I know some of the aspects you've got in your garden would be absolutely perfect for these agapanthus. And I think just to see a sort of a gorgeous clump of pink agapanthus, perhaps if you planted some white white ones the other side, some blue ones the other side. Can you imagine that? White, blue and pink agapanthus flowering in one area.
I mean, that's going to look spectacular.
That is going to be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
60 centimetre high stems on these. Lovely, great big flower heads as well. And this variety flowers from midsummer, and it kind of repeats all the way through to late summer, even to early autumn. So you're going to get a long flowering period on this, and it's hardy as well. All it asks of you is, put me somewhere sunny, put me somewhere well drained, and leave me alone. Don't fuss over me. Don't give me loads of compost. Don't give me loads of feed. I don't need all that. If you do that, I'll give you loads of leaves and I'll give you very few flowers. Put me in a pot, make me as pot-bound as you like. Then I'll flower better for you.
If you are going for this offer today, I would put all 3 of those in a 30 centimetre.
Definitely.
I
Yep.
would, that's it.
Make them fight it out.
Yeah, fight for that space.
That's it.
But then you should get some beautiful pink agapanthus flowers next year. Let us know in the group chat, are you buying the agapanthus blush pink? Did you know that agapanthus existed in pink? No. I must admit, when Stu, maybe you know, Stu's in charge of all the he's in charge of everything, really, isn't he? But he sent us a list of products a few days ago, and straight away we were messaging saying, "Wow, pink agapanthus,
Yeah,
we got it,
yeah.
we got it on the show." So yes, make the most of that. Obviously, you know, lots of people. We've got 45,000 club members. We've got, in terms of customers that have ordered with us previously on our website, it must be millions, mustn't it?
Oh,
over the
easily.
years?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, all I'm saying is the stock we've got, because we do broadcast on various platforms, I think it's going to go really quickly. And you're the first to see this on YGTV today, 561322. Very excited.
Two firsts today. I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's a
With
good
the
show
top wave
today.
and the agapanthus.
And I think it's going to be one of the busiest in a long, long time as it happens. Right, we've just got a brilliant deal now on fuchsias. No, we haven't. We're going to go that way because we have got a brilliant deal on fuchsias coming up. But yes, it is about time that we told you all about the rose of the week, which is known as Pride of England. What an amazing rose this is.
Yeah, I was doing a little video on this yesterday, and it is stunning, this one, Sean. I mean, look at, if you want a pure, proper red rose, how stunning is that?
Look at
really,
this.
really healthy foliage, velvety, silky kind of flowers on there as well.
And to me, it's the classic rose shape, Adam.
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it has a slight fragrance, very healthy looking foliage as well. It repeats flowers all the way from probably late May, June, right into August, September. A hybrid tea rose as well, so you're getting those beautifully, perfectly formed flowers on those lovely, long, straight stems. But apparently this one does a slightly different kind of thing, because what they actually say is when it flowers in the first part of the year, it has a hybrid tea type of habit. So you get what you call like on that classic kind of Valentine's Day kind of rose, which that one looks like. But then apparently when it repeats flowers a little later in the season, it can go into more of a cluster of flowers on it and acts more like a floribunda. That's a bit different, a bit unusual. Only about sort of 60 to 90 centimetres tall, so it's a nice compact rose as well. You could grow it in a container, but I just love it because it is such a beautiful, solid red, and it is one of those classic archetypal kind of perfect roses.
And I always think with roses, they give you such value. You know, you're only paying $15.99 or $13.59 for club members. Arrives in the 4 litre pot, but it's going to flower for years. And actually, some roses in the right conditions can flower for decades. So, you know, the value, when you think, you know, you're spending $13.59 for a rose that's going to flower all summer long for years, if not decades. I do think that the colour of this is a perfect red, isn't it?
It is. I mean, when you look into, if I just tilt that flower forward and you kind of look into that flower, I mean, look at that. That is just so stunningly beautiful, isn't it?
It really is.
Really stunning. I mean, if you think, you know, it was February, the 14th of February now, and you know, you can imagine seeing a bunch of these in all the supermarkets and all the florists and stuff, because it's got that sort of perfect Valentine's Day kind of look to it. And look at the health of the foliage. It's a Harkness rose as well. Harkness, you know, very, very well established. And they've got a policy of not using pesticides and things like that for many, many years now. And they've got to kind of create roses that have got natural disease resistance, so no need to kind of keep treating them. I mean, what we know, we're middle of August, and this rose, I'm not seeing black spot, I'm not seeing mildew, I'm not seeing rust.
Well, Marissa's just said what a beautiful rose. The colour looks like scarlet. It really is, Marissa.
In fact, the picture you see on your screen there, that doesn't do it justice. It's actually kind of a deeper.
It's deeper.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's a deeper kind of more satin silk kind of red than you're seeing it on the actual picture.
And as Adam said, ideal for pots and containers as well. Just like it's a nice sunny spot, but it is the rose of the week, only at that price for 1 week only, and that is 537 730 13.59 for all of you club members. So that is amazing. At 13.59, that is a delivered price. Not being funny, you look at the size of the rose, think about all the packaging, think about the charge of the courier. That at 13.59 delivered is incredible. So but if you want to see everything that's on the show, all you need to do, go to a website, click on YGTV, that's YouGarden, and scroll down. Remember, free P&P on all orders when you use the discount code. So the top sellers today, I think the rose is going to be really popular. The top wave baskets, they're going really quickly. That agapanthus blue, their blush pink rather, is not going to be around for long. And what I would actually do is put our code in the basket first. So go to the basket, we'll take the code away. So what happens is, if you haven't got your code in your basket, you go to the show page and you see all the higher prices. So there you go, like the top wave baskets, they're both, the pair's $34.98, but what I normally do is put the code in my basket to start with, put one item in your basket, put the code in, and what it will then do is show all of the promotional prices. So if you go back to the same page now, and there you go. You can see all of the reduced prices. So suddenly, the top wave are $26.98. The rose is $15.99. And remember, as Adam said, it is a Harkness rose. They've been breeding roses since 1879. They are multi-award winning breeders, over 25 gold awards at Chelsea.
I'll tell you what, Sean, I think those tulip Rembrandt are going to be popular.
Oh, yeah, I like those.
Adore them. I absolutely adore them. Really lovely.
But they are coming up a little bit later on. So yes, if you're thinking, where's all these spring flowering bulbs, Sean and Adam? They are coming up. Do not wait. I say do not wait. You can wait, but you can also shop ahead on the website. Right, we've got a brilliant deal. 6 hardy fuchsias. We've slashed the price to $15.25 for club members. So basically, they are working out round about £2.50 a plant.
That's phenomenal, because these fuchsias, these aren't for your hanging baskets, these aren't for your window boxes, these are hardy fuchsias that will come back year after year after year. They can get back to 1 metre tall, 1 metre wide, 6 different colours for you here as well. Space them about 1 metre, 1.5 metres apart. They don't mind a bit of dappled shade, they're quite happy in part sun as well. What happens is with these, after a mild winter, they'll keep growing in spring from where they left off in the autumn. After a really tough winter, they can get knocked back towards ground level, but don't panic about that, because they'll regrow from underground level and they'll get back to full size in the same season. And hardy fuchsias are a bit bonkers in the fact that they can be flowering all the way into November.
Yeah, they can.
And I've seen them flowering in November.
Yeah, I've got a couple in the pub garden that look after them.
Yeah,
Some years they look amazing in November.
They do. Yeah, I remember a gardener I used to look after in Buckhurst Hill, and there was a big oak tree in the corner, and we planted loads of hardy fuchsias towards the front of it. We created like a bit of a woodlandy garden. I remember turning up there in the middle of November one day, all the leaves were fluttering down off the oak tree. There was a little bit of a light frost on the lawn, and there was these group of fuchsias just flowering away. And I actually said to him, "You do know it's only 8 weeks till Christmas,
I mean,
and you're still flowering your socks off."
Yeah.
So you get 6 gorgeous ones here. Just one thing to let you know: when yours arrive, they might be a little slightly more trimmed down than this, because we've had to just give them a little bit of a haircut. But don't worry about that; they'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, And we do that, don't we? Just let them bush out.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so if they start to get a bit leggy, a bit too tall and thin, we do that so they bush out.
Definitely.
And more, if you've got more stems, you're going to get more flowers, basically.
And get them in now. And just one quick thing to say today as well, because we've had a very, very dry summer, when you dig all your plant holes at the moment, dig the plant hole, fill it up with water, and let the water soak down out of the plant hole before you put the plant in. Mix some of our compost in with the soil, put it back in around the root ball, water your plants really, really well. And with fuchsias, we say sometimes with fuchsias to plant them slightly deeper than they are in the original pot. Normally we always say the same level, but fuchsias just slightly deeper. They'll get their roots down in the ground now, and next year these will already get to a couple of 2 or 3 foot by the end of next year, and you'll have these for many, many years to come.
Now, we've just had a question come in on Facebook, and who was it from? Claire. Hello, Claire, on Facebook. Good morning to you. And Claire said, are these prices just for today? No, they're not. They are for the whole week, Claire. So, you know, if you decide to buy a few things now and then in a few days time think, do you know what, I'm going to go back and buy that pink agapanthus, the prices are valid for the entire week. So basically, we at Claire and everyone else that's new to the live stream, we have an offer code which launches on a Thursday. So we always launch it 10 o'clock Thursday morning. And that code is valid till the following, Wednesday midnight it normally expires, doesn't it? And then we start a new code on the Thursday. Now, if you want to go back and watch the show at any time, so if you go right to the top of the website there you go, YouGarden TV, Mr. Show, and then after today's show, it'll basically be there. And then all the other shows from the previous weeks are there to watch and enjoy.
Just going back to those pink agapanthus, and I don't do the big sales talk, you know I don't, but one word of caution, I would say get those earlier.
I agree.
Because I think they are going to be really, really popular. And obviously, we don't have an indefinite amount of stock, do we? So.
Yeah. And although our average show on YGTV, we probably get 1,000 or so viewers. But what was... What's
Stu, that is brilliant. Stu's just decided he's going to call it the pink panthus.
Oh, the pink panthus.
I love it. That's good.
I like that.
Pink panthus.
Yeah. But I was saying, although we get about 1,000 views normally on the shows, sometimes more, but we have got millions of customers that have been shopping with us for decades that will just find these on our website. Obviously, you pay more on the website than you do on the YGTV shows, but they are going to, we think they are going to be short-lived in terms of they will sell out very quickly. They'll be long-lived as plants, of course. Right, we better move on because we've got such a great deal on our perennials. Now, it's a lucky dip. You are going to get, wow, that is so good, 9 for $16.99 for club members, $19.99 if you're not. So what's it work out for club members? $1.88 a plant for perennials, and perennials is
£1.88.
I know.
I mean,
delivered as well. That's the delivered price.
I'm not being funny, but that's like boot sale prices.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Or church bazaar
do you know what?
kind of prices.
Well, my garden club, we do a plant sale every year, and that even at our plant sale, we'd be charging
£3 or £4.
I'd say 3.
Yeah.
We'll be charging £3 for that.
And you know what? And I always say this, but there's some garden centres that will plant this size in a 2-litre pot, and they charge you $6.99, $7.99 for a plant that size. Great thing about the lucky dip is this is Heuchera, Palace Purple that I'm holding here. This is a great plant for shade. I know that because I've got it in my own garden in a north-facing border, and mine stays semi-evergreen. So even in the winter-time, it keeps some leaves. So you might get that, but also in your lucky dip, you could get this. I mean, we've got that. In fact, that would be good, wouldn't it? I mean, if you've already ordered the pink panthus today, or the pink agapanthus, you could get a white agapanthus. So you could get one plant that's brilliant for shade, you get another plant that absolutely adores full sun. And I know a man who can talk about this plant.
It's one of my favourites. It's Verbena bonariensis. I happen to have this. We can actually show you it, I'm sure. But it is one of my favourites. It goes tall and thin. It flowers all summer long. Pollinators love it. But we've got things like you might get lavender. You might get geums.
We've got a hollyhock there, sure.
Hollyhock, yeah.
Look at the quality of that as well.
Yeah. But you are going to get basically a fantastic fantastic selection of plants.
How can that be £1.80, whatever it is?
I don't know. Oh, Claire, by the way, hello again, Claire, on Facebook. She's going to join the club tomorrow and then order her plants. So, Claire, yes, that's a great idea. You know, join the club tomorrow. No, that's when you get paid, maybe, I'm thinking. Who knows? But, yeah, and then you'll save an extra 15% on all of the plants.
And keep it on the auto-renewal thing as well, because then you never pay anymore. It'll be, if you renew it every year before it expires, it'll be the same price from 1 year to the next, to the next, to the next.
So hello to Claire, hello to Naomi on Facebook, hello to Rebecca Edwards, who's obviously having a terrible holiday because all she's done is followed YouGarden.
She can't live without us, Sean. That's it. She's got to get a fix. She's got to get a fix of these handsome men. That's what it is.
I bet Bex is just lying on a sun lounger.
Drinking a cocktail.
She'll maybe have a cocktail. She's like scrolled through her phone and we've just popped up. That's what I think's happened. But hey, Bex, seriously, I hope you're having a lovely time.
I bet she's thinking about lunch now.
Yeah.
A nice little kind of buffet lunch. Lovely.
I think Bex is thinking, I need that pink agapanthus. That's what you're thinking, Bex. I know the feeling. Right. For those of you that have just joined us, maybe you're like Claire and you're new. We're going to talk about the club in a few moments' time and all the benefits, but let's remind you of some of the fantastic items. Been really busy today. Let's remind you of some of the top sellers so far. So this, I mean, yeah, it's one of the absolute favourites. It is fighting for the #1 spot. I'm sure Adam and I are not alone. We did not know that you could even get a pink agapanthus till a few days ago. This is brand spanking new. You are going to be one of the very few people in the UK to have pink agapanthus growing in your garden. And as Adam and I was saying, if you've already got agapanthus, the blue ones, the purple ones, the white ones, you certainly need the pink to add to your collection. They're going to flower throughout the summer. They are fully winter hardy as well. They grow to about 60 centimetres. They are amazing. I was so excited about that. I even messaged Stu, I was like, oh, we've got to bring the pink agapanthus in the show and get them, mentioned early on because we knew that you would absolutely love those. Don't think they're going to last too long. They're brand new, 561322. And then, how exciting is this? We are proud here at YouGarden to say that we have got the world's first full-sized trailing pansies. When I say full-sized flowers. Now, you've got to get a pair of these already pre-planted in the lovely purple baskets. Each one will contain about 7 plants. They're already in flower. They are going to flower. I mean, the breeding on this one is incredible for 10 months of the year. We actually went to Bull, who are part of the breeding team that developed these amazing pansies. Now, I've seen these grown on and they are incredible. Not only will they flower for up to 10 months, they are prolific flowers. You're just going to get hundreds, if not thousands of pansies over those 10 months. And they trail. These are actually the predecessor of the pansy cool wave. So the pansy cool wave was the world's first trailing pansy, but the pansies are smaller. This is the world's first full-size trailing pansy. It's a breeding breakthrough. It's a deal of the week, and you can get 2 baskets for just $22.93. That has been so popular today, as you can imagine. Then we have also got one of the most reliable plants ever. Now, Adam Wilcott and his husband John, they are multi-award-winning garden designers. They make over gardens. They landscape gardens, and this is a plant that they use so frequently when people want a low maintenance garden that looks beautiful all year round, and that's what this plant is. Low maintenance, it doesn't matter what kind of position, sun, shade or anything in between. Doesn't really care about soil type, doesn't care if it's by the coast, doesn't care if it's in the middle of a city where the air is quite polluted. Never loses its leaves. When I say never loses its leaves, it sheds leaves from time to time, but it is fully evergreen, I should say. And what I would say is use that as a central focus in a potter container, plant around it with winter bedding, summer bedding, bulbs, but you've got that as a central focus all year round. 510 759. Look at the price on that one. The discount price, just £10.19. Now, a little look ahead, a little sneak preview of what's coming up, because we have got the Fatsia japonica spider's web. This is the variegated Fatsia for $12.74 for club members. Now, I love a Fatsia. They've got this amazing kind of tropical look with these big lobe-shaped leaves, but again, they're incredibly easy and reliable. So you get beautiful foliage all year round. They're great for shady spot as well, if you've got that slightly difficult shady spot in your garden. And that's 510 910, so stay tuned. That is coming up a little bit later on. And then also, one of the most striking hydrangeas that we've ever seen, it's called hot chocolate. The stems and the foliage on this are like a lovely brown chocolate colour with like a burgundy underside. It's quite a big hydrangea, can grow to, I'm going to say 3 to 4 metres. Obviously you can contain it in a pot as well. And the flowers are extraordinary because they're pink, but if you look at the buds, there's like a light blue hue. So absolutely beautiful. The blue, the pink and the chocolate is incredible. That's 511 507. And again, if you're one of our many 45,000 club members, you get that for just £12.74. Don't forget, you can order on the website YouGarden.com. You can even give us a good old-fashioned call on 0844 502 0050. And that's the other option with the baskets. These are the cool web, so slightly smaller flowers, but masses of them. And it's a brand new colour palette for this season known as Frost. And no, it hasn't been named after that very famous gardener. It's been named after good old Frost.
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, absolutely. Yes, Jack Frost. Well said, Adam. But again, you get 2 ready-made baskets all planted up in flower right now, 450232. And then finally, for the time being, we have got that amazing Lucky Dip perennial plant collection. So these perennials are going to be super reliable. They're going to give you colour from probably May all the way through to October, November. And you're going to get things like echinacea, you're going to get Rebecca potentially. It could be that you're going to get sedums, you might get lady's mantle, you might get Verbena bonariensis, there may be some dianthus in there, some irrigarans, some heucheras. You might even get some salvias that we can see there at the front, dianthus, you name it. They could be included, but they're all going to be incredibly reliable, well established, and it works out £1.88 a plant delivered there. That's 561046. But we have still got loads to show you during this live, say, stream here in the potting shed. By the way, if you've never watched before, we actually broadcast from the nursery. This is YouGarden. We've got 11 acres of glorious plants out there. All of our winter hardy plants are backed with a lifetime guarantee, which is incredible. So, most of the plants we've shown you are what we class as fully winter hardy. If they ever died on you, even in 10 years' time, when I'll be 50, then you will still get them replaced absolutely free. Shush, Adam. All you'd pay is the postage, but you've noticed 2 prices on the screen. In fact, 3 prices. Recommended retail price on these perennials is $44.91. The YouGarden TV price is $19.99, but that lovely yellow price is the discount club price, and that is actually 15% lower. Now, I know Claire on Facebook has said she's going to join the club tomorrow. Thank you so much, Claire. But if anyone else is thinking about joining, here are the benefits. If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club. I'm seriously, I've just said I'm worried about Bex that she's not actually switching off and relaxing on this holiday. I hope she has got a cocktail in her hand. It is 11. What time would it be there?
I think it's 2 hours difference, isn't it?
Are they 2 hours ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she would have allowed you the cocktail scrolling through her phone.
Should be flat on her face by now.
Right. Hey, Bex, if you are still watching, I'm doing the technical bit today. Look at this. So, remember, you can email us, you can send your pictures, YGTV@yougarden.com. And Marissa, this is a mimosa. Oh, it's huge.
And it's flowering now?
Yeah.
The world's going to hell in a handcart. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wow, look. Look at it. Can you see all the buds growing?
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy early.
It
really
is. Right, Anne's question. I have some plants I want to move, so when would be a good time? Not now. I actually did a little.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
Did, yeah,
I did a whole thing about moving plants and not moving them in August. It's on my, I think it's on my TikTok, on my Instagram.
Yeah, I saw it on your
it?
TikTok.
Yeah, so Shaun Ryan and Plant Man on TikTok, or Shaun Ryan Presenter and Plant Man, and Plant Man, not Plonk Man. Plonk Man, that's good. Some of you would agree with that one. But Shaun Ryan Presenter and Plant Man. But I did, because it's, although you can move plants in August, it's not a good time.
It's a big no-no.
It's going to stress them.
Yeah, so basically if it's shrubs, anything like shrubs, move in the dormant time. So move probably end of October through to the beginning of March. If it's perennials, herbaceous perennials, move them late March, early April, just before they start to come back into growth. And grasses, leave even a little bit later to move.
But now if you move them now, they're going to be so stressed because you're likely to damage the roots. And you imagine it's really hot, you move them, they've got damaged roots, they're not going to be able to get enough moisture to really survive. I mean, I'm not saying they definitely die, but it could do them some serious damage.
Yeah, so definitely put off moving anything for at least another couple of months or so, a couple of 2 or 3 months.
So don't do it because it'd be a real risk. Anne has asked about the pink agapanthus. If I plant all together in one pot, how easy would it be to split them in a few years? Very easy.
Yeah, although I would suggest you don't split them. Keep them pot bound. I've got a customer that I go to in a place called Fifield. I've been going there donkey's years. She's had these agapanthus in these concrete pots for about 30 years. She's never repotted them, and every year they flower their socks off.
I'm the same. I've got some that are crammed into pots. But they love it. They really do.
They almost kind of lift themselves out.
They do,
in the end, don't they?
They do.
But they love, because they love the heat. They love to get the roots kind of ripened by the sun. So don't worry about splitting them up. Easy if you want to, but I would suggest leave them because then you'll get more flowers.
Got one here from Anne again who said, "Shaun, you look great." I love you, Anne. She's not mentioned you, Adam. I'm only joking. That's fine. I'm joking.
My ego will survive.
I'm only joking. And that was a question about how many in the pre-planted baskets, how many pansies, about 7. Anne, Keith.
I'll have another relook.
What's Keith saying? Morning, Adam and Shaun. A pic of my gingers coming up in bloom amongst the grapes. Right. I'm hoping this is gingerly. Oh, my word. Wow. Can I just ask how old those are? Because I grew them this year.
Mine are just starting to send out these big pointy flower spikes out the end of the leaves.
And have you only planted yours this year?
I had mine for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay.
But I used to keep it in a pot, and I used to put it in the greenhouse for the winter. But last winter, I just put it outside. Yeah, I definitely think 6 or 7 of these, Shaun. I think. Again, I'll have a little look through on these pansies.
Neil's apologising because he can't watch us today. Don't worry, Neil. You can catch up later. And we love you, whatever, Neil. Do not worry. Alison, morning. Just a few photos of what's looking in the garden today. Right, let's have a little look, Alison.
Love your pictures.
Oh, loads going on there.
Oh. That's the Sunbeckia.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're right, Stu. Yeah,
It's
Rebecca. Goldstone.
I can see a hollyhock at the front. I think. What else we got here? Stu reckons there's a hydrangea hot chocolate there.
I'm not. I think that's. I think it's a rose. I think it might be a bit of a thirsty rose. That one, possibly.
Let's have a look at our next one. Oh, hang on. Where's Alison's next picture? There's some hydrangeas. That's more like hydrangea to me.
Yay.
Yeah, one of the magical series by the looks of things.
Nice
some
colour
tomatoes
change on
going
there.
on in the background. Thank you very much. Looking gorgeous. That hydrangea looked lovely, didn't it? And a delphin. Oh, what?
whoa.
Now that's beautiful.
Oh, come on! Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's good because that's probably it's like its second flower flush as well, which is
Yeah.
good.
Look at that.
I love it. I love that,
my word.
That kind of pastel blue with the white centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a knockout one there. I don't know the name of that one, but all I know is it's gorgeous. Because they do name delphiniums after kind of knights of the round. There was one called Guinevere, one called who was those people around there? Guinevere, Arthur. Various different names. Period.
So thank you for all those messages. Really, really appreciate it. And don't forget, by the way, if you ever order anything from YouGarden and you're not 100% satisfied, please contact our customer services because we always want to put it right. You know, I've ordered with YouGarden for about 22 years and I've had probably in that time 3 deliveries, two or three that I wasn't 100% happy with, but customer
That's not
service.
bad going, is it?
No, in 23 years, you know. One delivery that was less than 100% every 7 years, I can live with that. But our customer services are absolutely brilliant. Right, it is it's that time of year where we are heading towards autumn. I hate to say it, but we are. September is looming over there.
We've renamed that seasonal change.
Have we?
Yes, yeah, we're not saying the A word.
Okay, yeah.
We're saying a seasonal change is approaching.
Adam hates winter. So the seasonal change is approaching, but it does mean, you know, September time, that's when a lot of us make up our autumn and winter baskets, our pots containers. That is a good time to move your plants around, September generally speaking.
We'll be getting
September,
hold of lots of these, won't we?
We'll be buying lots of pots and putting bulbs in them. So the key message here is it's time to stock up on our premium vegetable compost. Now again, if you are a club member, you save £3.75 every single time that you order.
The only thing is, not many 5-star reviews on this.
No, very disappointing.
Only like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Yeah.
Over the years, because we've broadcast on various platforms, a lot of you will remember we were on a shopping channel called Ideal World for many, many years. We did a show called Garden Bargains, which Adam and I presented along with Angela for many, many years. And Bex joined us in the last few years as
Absolutely.
well. But this has always been our top-selling compost, and it is wherever ever we show it. Now, this little clip of film is me in my pub garden, because many of you know I'm the head gardener at the Fox pub. And you can see everything is planted up in this compost, and I have to say the garden, without sounding big-headed, but it always looks really good, and that is due to the compost and of course our plants.
Yeah, I use this all over my garden. Sure,
Do you use it for the gardens that you make over?
I do,
Adam?
yeah, definitely, absolutely, without any doubt. I use it for my houseplants as well. Nearly all my houseplants are in this now, apart from my cacti and my orchids. But other than that, all my houseplants are in this. In my greenhouse this year, I've had the most fantastic. Oh, the tomatoes, the Roma.
Yes,
tomatoes,
you get me.
Yeah, I found that they're more cooking tomatoes. I found out in the end, though, rather than kind of salad ones. But you can have them either way.
I've had them in my salad.
Oh, you enjoyed them in salad?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, that's all right then. But yeah,
bit of olive oil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A bit of balsamic. A bit of balsamic. Yeah. Now we have a bit of salt. We're there now.
That's totally lovely.
Yeah. So in my greenhouse, I gave Shaun some. I grew some tomatoes called Roma. I've grown them in the 30-centimetre heavy duty pots. I use this compost. I've used it 2 or 3 years running. I've grown cucumbers, thriving. New bit of garden John and I bought. We put loads of this over the beds and borders and dug it in before planting, and the results all the time are phenomenal, fantastic. There you go, Stu just saying. growing conifers in heavy-duty pots using this compost, taking off really, really well. In fact, Stu, it's weird you say that because John, in their front garden, or his front garden, planted a pencil cypress and that has gone, that's grown about 12, 15 inches, probably in the last 3 or 4 months. Really doing gorgeously well. And the thing is...
So, wherever we've, shown this compost for many years, it's always the best seller. It always does get hundreds, if not thousands, of 5-star reviews. And most importantly, anything that we grow on the nursery, and we don't grow everything, but we do grow a lot of our plants, as you can imagine, all grown in our premium special compost. It's the best, it really, really is. In terms of what's in it, some people are saying it's the best, but we have spent years perfecting this incredible formulation. So first of all, let's start with the texture. It's got a lovely texture.
It has got a texture. First thing to say is it's a peat-reduced compost, and it's been a peat-reduced compost for a long, long time, before everyone else started doing it. And also, even some of the peat we do use is renewable peat, made from sphagnum moss. But we've taken the peat out, we've added the composted wood fibre. That does lots of things, but 3 things we love to point out. It keeps the compost nice and open and airy. It lets the air get down to the roots. It lets the roots penetrate down through the compost, and it allows the water to percolate through. So you've got that element creating drainage. You've got the peat element holding on to the moisture. So you've got that perfect balance there. You'll see little beads in this. Those little beads are slow-release fertiliser. So once those plants get their roots down into this amazing compost, they've got sustenance for up to 6 months. There's also a wetting agent in this. You know, some of those inferior composts, when they dry out, you try and water them, water cascades straight off, won't soak in.
Particularly the coir-based ones, I find.
Hopeless. You have to soak them in buckets of water overnight, don't you, to finally get them to rehydrate. With this, even when it dries out, you can put water over this and it wants to soak in. It doesn't want to run straight off. It's pH balance as well. What does that gobbledygook mean? What it means is it's not too acid, it's not too alkaline. It will suit the vast majority of plants.
Now, I keep looking at the time, right? I'm thinking, where is today going?
Yeah, it's flown past.
It really is. If you want it, remember that is a delivered price. Club members, 21.23, and that is 100,125. Now, we've had requests to the spider's web. It's right at the very back, so we have got it. Yeah, we've had some questions. What size are you getting? Approximately this size. This is the most ridiculous price for Fatsia japonica castor oil plant, which is known as spider's web. So £12.74. The headlines of these, Adam, again, it's one of the easiest plants to grow, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got 2 of those. I've got, in fact, and I've got it to do different things. I've got one in a south-facing border, and the colour is like this, and I've got one on a north-facing border, and the colour isn't so dramatic, but it's a darker green. But these are gorgeous. I mean, they're real statement plants. Put these in the middle of a lawn somewhere. Put these in the middle of a border. Put these in a nice big container and underplant with winter bedding, for example, and spring flowering bulbs. Tough, hardy, good for clay soils, good for shade, full sun, part sun. Don't really get any pests and diseases.
It amazes me because it looks I think it looks exotic.
It does.
I think it looks like it's going to be a bit tricky, and it is the complete opposite. I've got 3 or 4, 3 in my garden.
Yeah.
3, and I've never had a single bit of trouble with them.
Not mine.
Never had disease. They're very drought tolerant, actually, established as well, aren't they?
Well, on the border where I've got mine, it's a particularly dry part of the garden. I've had them in there 2 or 3 years now. I don't fleece them in the winter. I don't cover them up. If I'll be really, really honest with you, occasionally, if we get a late frost, some of the new leaves might just get a little bit sort of nipped around the edge of the leaves. But then the next leaves come through and you don't even notice it. Honestly, a plant full of impact, but for minimum impact.
And there's stews, by the way.
Gorgeous.
And it's rubbish at gardening. 410 910. Do you know what else I found, Adam, as well? I mean, look how healthy this is. All of those new leaves. It's actually in a relatively small pot as well.
It is,
yeah. So it is one of the most reliable, beautiful plants. We would highly recommend it for everybody in their garden. Look at that oleander in the background as well, and the lilies. Absolutely stunning. But if you want to go for that, we have got a deal on it today for just £12.74. 510 910. Right. We have also got for you an amazing price on a pair of our Helix, and these are the Flamingo Helix, $29.73 for club members, $34.98 if you're not, and you do get the pair, and this is the size that you're going to get. They're very impressive, aren't they?
I mean, for under £15 each for plants this size. I mean, look at this one. Huge, great big stems on these. Lovely, great big chunky stem. They've been grafted onto the top there as well. And the good thing about the stem is it won't get any taller. It'll get wider, but it won't get taller, and these are glorious. My brother has had the most amazing, or has one of the most amazing one of these in his front garden. It's been there 10, 15 years. He's got the most awful clay. I mean, in the summer, great big cracks in the clay. In the winter, it's all really sodden and wet and sticky. But this Helix Flamingo has loved it. It's thrived. And what Darren, my brother, has found is the best colour comes from the new foliage.
I totally agree.
So you can clip these 2 or 3 times during the year, and the new foliage that comes through gives you the pinks, gives you the creams, gives you the greens. Really, really impressive.
That's what I do. I will clip it a few times, and that encourages it to push out. But you're right, all of that really splendid colour does come from the new growth. Again, fully winter hardy. I know we say sun or part sun, but I found sometimes in full sun it singed the leaves slightly.
Again, that has happened a little bit this year in that extreme heat. Yeah, some of the leaves have gone a bit crispy on the end. If that's happened to yours, don't worry. It will come back again next spring, right as rain. If we have a normal summer again next year, it'll be absolutely fine. But this is what you can achieve with this plant. You do not need flower. All you've got on this is that, well, not all, what you've got is the most incredible foliage colour. These are tough, they're drought tolerant, they're frost hardy. You can leave them to grow naturally, or you can clip and shape them if you prefer.
And remember, the stem won't get any taller, as Adam said, but it will get thicker over the earth, and that head is going to be just a beautiful ball of incredible foliage. 230,059, amazing value for club members working out less than £15 each. And then we've got one of my favourite climbers of all time. I've got this one. Have you got this one, Adam?
I have got this. I'll be honest, I've got a pink version, not a white version.
Yeah, we do the pink one as well.
Yeah.
So this is the Trachyspurnum jasminoides Climbing Star Jasmine. The first thing is, let's look at the price. £12.74.
That's mad.
Delivered free.
That's bonkers for that size. Should be 30 quid, 35 quid easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I recommend retail price is actually really good. They're going to arrive covered in buds and flowers. But what I love about my climbing jasmine, well, a few things. I love the fragrance, don't you?
The fragrance is phenomenal. And the fragrance on it is just spot on. It's not overwhelming. It's not sickly sweet. It's not insipid. It's just sweet and beautiful. And on the warm evenings that we've been having,
oh, that's beautiful.
That fragrance just wafts in, across your patio, across your decking, into your home. It's really, really lovely. And for a long period of time. I've seen these flowering in customers' gardens for the last 6 weeks, a couple of months even. Continuously flowering.
Now, if you've ever seen Adam in the winter, right, it looks miserable, okay? Adam in the winter looks miserable.
I do.
Lots of climbers in the winter look miserable. Your clematis, some straggly twigs doing this against your trellis in the winter. And you can't wait to cut it back, but you've got to wait till February. So it just hangs there, doesn't it? This...
blowing in the wind.
Yeah, going like this in the wind. This is evergreen, so even in the winter you've got beautiful foliage. The foliage does change colour in the winter.
Yeah, times a lovely red colour.
Yeah,
they don't drop, the leaves. I mean, eventually we'll lose some leaves, and what tends to happen in the spring when the new leaves come through, it will just shed some of the older leaves, but it always stays completely cloaked in foliage.
And what I often will say is, if you're thinking about doing a nice section of your garden with climbers, plant this with maybe clematis. So, the clematis looks great in the summer, but when it looks miserable in the winter, you kind of hidden it with this. Price today is amazing. It comes on the trellis, 19 centimetres, saving £10, and club members, that is 12 cents for. Do you know, if you've got somebody's birthday coming up, if I got given that, I mean, my birthday's not until December, but if I was given that, say if you're coming round to mine for dinner, and you brought me that, I mean, my word.
I would think that somebody at least spent £30.
I agree.
There's a garden centre near me, the one I was mentioned beginning with F, they probably wouldn't hesitate to charge you $34.99 for that, to be honest.
I totally agree. But so we have got one of the best lineups ever today. We are super busy. If you want to add that to your basket, 550387. You're loving our Fatsia as well. I think we've got, do you know what? I think we're getting loads of new views today as well, Adam.
Well, I mean, perhaps it's a sort of change of season. We've got sort of new plants coming in, so...
just quickly,
I forgot the pink blush is going over that side. I'm walking off to where it was before.
So if you like the Fatsia japonica, the castor oil plant spider's web, 510910 1274. And then we urgently need to remind you of the agapanthus. This is the first time you've ever seen it. Did you even know that a pink agapanthus existed? Did you know, Adam?
I didn't, not till recently.
Did you know? Did you know, Stu? Yeah.
I'll bet my bottom dollar that there's not many people out there, if anybody watching today, who's already got one of these.
Yeah, well, we've got them. You can have them. It's a top seller today. You get 3 plants. I'll be honest, the plants are not big at the moment.
But they'll get there.
But they'll get there. And plant them all together in one pot. We're going to say in 30 centimetres apart and leave them in there.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a nice root system developing these. You took one out the pot earlier on.
Yeah.
There you go. Look,
yeah, they're getting
beautiful root system there. So, yeah, 3 of these in a 3 centimetre, not 3 centimetre, that would be ridiculous.
Would be 3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah, 30 centimetre pot would be absolutely fine. And, yeah, just make them fight it out. But look at that.
Yeah, if you love agapanthus, there's big, big globes of flowers. You can now have them in the pink at 561322. Grab them now. Do not miss out.
It's good to be in the pink.
It's very good to be in the pink. But also really popular, one of the most reliable plants of all time, the Nandina Obsessed. Why is this so reliable?
Because if you had a long list on the wall that you had to tick, you could tick nearly all the boxes. So if you needed to tick evergreen, if you needed to tick hardy, if you needed to tick drought tolerant, if you needed to tick flowering, if you needed to tick foliage colour, if you needed to tick kind of not very tall growing, nice and compact, easy to look after, disease resistant, growing clay soils, sandy soils, it'll grow in pots and containers, it'll grow in full sun, part shade, it'll grow in beds and borders. Goodness me, I don't think there's many more boxes to tick. I said flowers and berries as well, didn't I?
You did.
It'll even do the washing up and make the bed for you. No, it won't. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, but look at the contrast you can get with that, because the new foliage in spring comes through that fiery red colour. Then it will actually tone down to that gorgeous green. And even the leaves. I mean, the leaves are a stunningly beautiful shape. And it's called sacred bamboo, or heavenly bamboo. It's got nothing to do with bamboo. Don't worry. It's not going to come up under the next door neighbour's living room carpet. Peter, our head gardener, told us it's called sacred bamboo because in the parts of the world it originates from, they use branches and flowers and berries from it to decorate temples during special celebrations. And that's how it got its name. But yeah, great plant. And again, I mean, I don't do the big sales thing, you know me, but I've got to say, because I visit garden centres all the time, £10.19 for this plant. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is £20 worth of plant any day of the week. Gorgeous.
That is amazing, isn't it? Really is so busy for that one. Crazy, crazy price. So if you would like to order, be super, super quick on that one. And as I say, £10.19 is just incredible, isn't it? Right, the hanging baskets have also flown today. So we're going to, the top seller is the top wave. For those of you that have just joined the live stream, it's a world first. This is how they arrive. You get 2 of them, all planted up in flower. How many months is it going to flower, Adam?
10.
Honestly?
In fact, let's put it the other way. It's not going to flower for 2 months of the year. June and July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10
and that's
months.
how they're going to arrive now. There's about 7 plants in each one of them, but there's a massive story with this. So it's the world's first full-size trailing pansy. So you'll know, maybe some of you will maybe know Cool Wave. That was the world's first trailing pansy, but they're not full-size. This is full-size pansies.
You can see on this one, the flowers are definitely smaller, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, the Cool Wave is beautiful. I love it. But if you want bigger pansies, there's a substantial difference. Like, when you look at the size.
Big difference there, Sean, between the two.
So that's Cool Wave. That is a top wave, and we have got a UK exclusive on it here at YouGarden. Works out about 11.47. Was that strawberry running all over me? So it works out under 11.50, but massively busy. If you like the Cool Wave, we have got them there.
I love that as well. Yeah, I love the colour on that. I mean, I like the blush. I like the kind of the yellow colour. And I love the little kind of purple blush on these. And I like also the way the colour changes, because the flower comes out sort of a yellowy colour, and then as it ages, you get that lovely purple blush come in. But again, a long flowering period on these. These will again flower for month after month after month. Winter hardy. And just, quick thing to say, you could walk out of a door on a winter morning, and it could be -6, -7, and sometimes these pansies will look like somebody's like driven a car over them. But by mid-morning, once the sun comes round, they pick up again, and you cannot believe that 3 or 4 hours before they look like, you know, they'd never come back. They are tough and beautiful.
Yeah. Now, we also have got the berries and cream as well. So these are also, I mean, I love the berries and cream. I think it's so tasteful, don't you?
It's good. It's a great mix. I mean, some people like a riot of colour, don't they? Some people like something a little bit more coordinated. Yeah. If you want something coordinated, look at this. I mean, that is just a joy, isn't it? Absolute joy. And
it is only $25.48. Again, all the work has been done for you. Oh, and the plant that's trying to take over my shoulder, this one here, that keeps the light doing this. These are our pre-planted strawberry hanging baskets.
Got some down
now, look, we're clearing the stock of these today. You're getting a pair for $12.74 for club members. So it works out £6.37 each. And each one has got 5 of the plants in there. Now, you might be thinking, why on earth would I want to buy strawberries at this time of the year? They're finished. It's the end of the season. But actually, these are ever bearers that can actually fruit into September. Some of them are still flowering and fruiting now, aren't they?
Well, look at that. I mean, these flowers, this is going to be fruit for mid-September. Yeah. So these can flower for a good 4 or 5 months. You can see little baby strawberries even developing here as well. Really phenomenal. So not a big glut of strawberries, just over 3 or 4 weeks. Flushes of strawberries all the way through for like 3 or 4 or 5 months.
And yes, you could still well get strawberries this year, but remember, these are going to fruit for, say, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, easily.
So, amazing investment.
Tough,
again,
hardy.
I'm not being funny, there are 5 plants in each one of them, so you're getting 10 strawberry plants. You could be paying $12.74 just for 10 strawberry runners, but they're already growing and established in the hanging baskets as well. 320-101. Right, we are super busy this morning. Welcome to the live stream with YouGarden. Here are some of your favourites. So this one is the Fatsia japonica. It's another easy plant. Sun, shade, most soil types, including clay soil, as long as there's reasonable drainage. And it is completely evergreen. Does flower when they're mature. You get these little kind of white flowers on there, followed by berries. Great in pots and containers. Grows to a couple of metres height and width-wise over several years. And that is $5, $10, $9, $10. Then the best price ever on this stunning Acer. Now, we'll be honest, some of them are beginning to lose a few leaves, and I know we've had quite a few questions saying, oh, some of my Acers losing leaves. It's just been a very hot summer, but you're buying this as an investment, and it's the lowest price we've ever done, $511,639. Then, wow, so many orders now have gone through for the agapanthus. I'm not surprised. It is the first time we have ever seen a pink agapanthus, known as blush pink, and it's only $24.97, but if you've got your club membership, you'll get it for $21.22. And we are going to say plant all 3 together in a 30-centimetre pot, 561322. And also a brilliant price on one of the most reliable plants, the Nandina obsessed, often known as sacred bamboo. So this is a plant that is pretty much indestructible. It's a plant that will survive the poorest of conditions. It's a plant that will grow in sun, shade, and everything in between. It's a plant that will grow pretty much disease-free. It's a plant that you can grow in coastal areas and towns and cities and in the middle of the countryside as well. It's a plant that looks good every single day of the year, low maintenance, not a lot of pruning involved, not a lot of care. And I'm going to say, in terms of temperatures, I've known these survive the coldest of winters, like -15. Yeah. But on those really hot days that we've had, like the 30, 35 degrees, they don't flinch, do they?
No, they're not bothered.
No.
If I'm going to come back as a plant, I want to come back as a Nandina obsessed. Because you just have everything. It's like that annoying kid at school. Remember that kid at school was brilliant at sport, really academic, good looking, everybody liked them.
Yeah. That wasn't me.
It wasn't me, I was a nerd. That's a Nandina.
Amazing plants. And what an amazing show today. Thank you so much to everyone for all of your orders as well. Right. We promised you we have got some bulbs, and we've got an amazing selection of spring bulbs. So these are bulbs that you plant September onwards, and that are going to give you amazing colour starting in February next year. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start allium? Should we start big?
These are big. like sort of a metre and a half high stems on these.
And the heads are big.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think they're about sort of 20 centimetres across on these. So really, really huge. And these are kind of your Chelsea flower show kind of flowering time alliums. Tough, hardy. All they ask of you, full sun, that's what they love. Really nice sunny position, well-drained soil. They'll come back year after year. They do very well on poor soils even.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, poor soils, gravelly soils, sandy soils, dry soils. Soils where other plants might struggle, these love it. They'll fill that kind of vacuum in your garden very, very easily. Where other things kind of get yellow and wilty and don't do very well, just plant alliums.
They also make great dried flower heads as well. They're stunning, and you are going to get through. So these are some. We've had lots of different types of alliums, but these are sort of the absolute biggest in terms of actually the bulbs.
In fact, what I'll do,
the flower heads.
I'm going to whip one out quickly for you. I'll show you. So
They're big bulbs, these.
Look, great big, really big chunky bulbs, these. So what you want 3 times as much soil on top as the height of the bulb. So this bulb is at least sort of 1.5 inches tall. So what do you want, like about 4 inches of soil on top of this.
And actually the bulb size, just the bulb size, 18/20, that's one of the biggest bulb sizes we do.
You see, and the good thing about bulbs, when you plant a bulb, you plant a promise. Because in the middle of this bulb, there's already a little embryonic flower just inside, waiting to grow away. Guaranteed to flower these because of the size of the bulbs.
Amazing displays are going to come back year after year. 600,430. Then we are going to move on to the stunning Narcissi, which are the Minnow series. I think the colour of these is beautiful because it's a really light, sort of like a lemon yellow, isn't it?
I've got these.
Have you?
I have, yeah. I've grown minnow. I adore them. Multi-headed, which is good, so you get loads of little flowers on one stem. Only about 6-7 inches tall.
Yeah, so they're quite petite, aren't they?
They're petite, so they resist the wind, the rain, the snow.
They're so pretty.
And just look at that. You've got the lovely kind of white petal around the edge. You've got that gorgeous yellow centre. Stunning, absolutely stunning. These tough, hardy. They spread. They're one of the earliest kind of ones to flower, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't got those, but you've persuaded me, Adam.
Go for them, Shaun.
And you can start planting those September onwards.
Easily.
Yeah, a couple of weeks' time. But they are only $10.19 for club members. You're going to get 30 in. I think everything Adam said there was like, made me think, I really want those in my garden.
I think they've even got a little bit of a fragrance to them as
well.
Yeah.
But I love the colours. I love the fact that they're smaller. Great for your small gardens, pots, containers, hanging baskets, an absolute must. We did sell out of a lot of them. I think all in really nice bulbs sold out early last year. Do you remember?
It's not surprising.
The ones with a little bit of a story, a little bit different. So if you want those, get them in your basket now, 60101. Then we have got, now these would look great together. Your crocus would come out first, followed by those.
Good colour combination as well.
And they might overlap, potentially,
yeah,
mightn't they?
Yeah. Good possibility they will.
But these are the large flowered crocus, bigger flowers.
Yeah, these are brilliant. When you get when these come up and you get those first kind of warm spring days and the flowers, they really kind of spring open, don't they? Huge, great big flowers. You get that lovely kind of stamens in the middle. They're covered with the pollen. The first bees and pollinating insects buzzing by. And these are great crocuses. Crocuses really create that rush of excitement in the pit of my stomach. I get that really kind of uplifting, joyful feeling because it's like, the days are getting longer. The darkest times are behind us. These are the first of months and months and months of colour to come. You can see kind of a mix there. The ones you're getting will be blue. You can grow these in lawns. You can grow them in.
Yeah, it's colour mix, Adam.
No, sorry, I'm right. You're wrong. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, it is a mix. I know our image is just showing the blue ones, but it is a mix. You get blue, white, and you'll get the yellow. But they're big. They are the big ones.
They are big, yeah.
They're the large flowered
they're not
mix.
the species ones. These are the big, ones that you flower for.
Right. Very, very busy today. 30 for $11.99.
That's good.
And again, you can start planting. You can start planting them now. Actually,
that's absolutely ranunculus, really. That price.
Right. Oh, very good. Talking of which, yes, our ranunculus are coming up next. One of my mum's favourites, and I think the flowers on these, they're like a cross between a peony and a rose?
Yeah, they're actually related to buttercups.
Which I read that. Years ago. I remember reading that. I'm thinking
they're the buttercup family.
But they look nothing like a buttercup.
They don't. But part of the leaves. The leaves
the foliage does. Yeah.
The leaves are very buttercup-like. These are so easy to grow. I grew these this year, and when you see the actual little bulbs on these, the corms, they look like kind of little tiny, very super miniature squids, or like
they're weird. They've got like they're like claw-like almost, aren't they?
Yeah, Stu says they look like that spidery bit on a tomato. In fact, they creep me out a bit because they do look a bit spidery. But what I would do with these, soak them overnight. Soak them overnight, and when you plant them,
that's what they look like. Look.
Plant them with the little claws facing downwards.
You see the claws, look.
And
claws down.
Honestly, from those really dried up looking, very unpromising looking little bulbs,
amazing, isn't it?
They will get to this stage in one season. I know that because I was planting them this spring. I planted some in February, March time. I planted them quite late, and they flowered. But within 6 to 8 weeks, they were sending up flower stems and flowering.
And I know my mum's had these for years, but she normally buys them.
Cut flowers.
Yeah. No. I was established in pots as well.
But you can get them. They do make good cut flowers if you want them.
Yeah,
cut flowers.
They do. Yeah, they make a lovely. My mum's got like very small little milk bottle vases. They look great in those.
Yeah, they do.
But they start to flower normally sort of like May time, but quite often they flower right through the summer.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're amazing. They're really again one of those kind of slightly unusual sort of bulbs. Not like a daffodil. You get one flower and that's it. They can sort of almost repeat flower a little bit.
So if you want to go for those, you get 25, 600, 467. Now, a lot of you are ordering on the phone lines. We've got loads of new viewers this morning, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it. But if you want to save money, don't forget, so a lot of orders going through on the phones today. If you want to save 15% on your order today and all your orders this year, when it comes to, say, plants and composting containers, we are doing a special offer today. Right now, it's £10 a year for 12-month membership. Was £20, it's £10. It's an auto-renew one. You can cancel at the end of the 12 months. But if you actually become a member today, your price for that membership will never, ever go up on auto-renewal. So we've locked you in, £10 a year for as many years as you want. But you will save 15% on your order on all of our plants, pots, containers, compost, and loads of other benefits. You'll even get £20 worth of vouchers that you can redeem throughout the year, and also some free postage vouchers as well. I know we do free postage on the show, but if you order other items on the website, you've got it's $2,699 vouchers. So it works out £14 worth, basically, which is amazing. So loads of benefits, but just ask the call centre about the benefits of the club today. And for those of you that want to make a purchase, 0844 502 0050. Right, one of the bulb selection we wanted to share with you is the Flaming Flag.
Look at these.
20 of these for $11.99 or $10.19 for club members.
I've really fallen in love with tulips in my later life. When I was younger, I wasn't a big fan of tulips, but in the last 10 years or so, you know what, I just can't get enough of them.
Do you think it's because there's more exciting varieties now, Adam?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, daffodils are wonderful, and we've got some fantastic ranges of daffodils, but I think what I like about tulips is, daffodils have their time, don't they? February, March into April. I like the fact that then tulips pick up that baton.
Follow on. Yeah, I agree.
They go from April, May into early June, and these ones are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, when you look at kind of the coloration on there, the way those sort of colours filter through on the petals, lovely upright stems on these as well. You can imagine kind of on a beautiful day in sort of April into May when the rhododendrons are flowering. Perhaps you want to plant these in a bed surrounded with wallflowers underneath and blue forget-me-nots, and perhaps bellis, the bellis daisies and things like that.
Bellis would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, that could be such a wonderful combination, or grow them in containers or pots.
Right, we are. We need it longer term. We've got so many great plans. We haven't got enough time to share them with you. But if you want to go for those, 600 034. Now everything is on the website YouGarden.com. So all you do is click live now, and these are all of the plants that you're going to get free shipping on by using the voucher code. Don't forget our special offer code, I should say. But yeah, if you've just joined us, There's everything that is available. The top sellers, we're going to go to them towards the end of the hour, which is now. But agapanthus, you've gone absolutely crazy for, and I'm not surprised. But what a lineup there is. There's loads of bulbs, there's some grow your own. There's something for everybody, Adam, isn't there?
There is. There's always something for everybody.
But
From a big garden to a small space.
But don't forget, when you place your order, what do you need to use, Adam?
You need to use the code. The code is critical. You use the code, it's going to kind of open all those deals up for you. It's going to give you the discounts. It's going to give you that free postage as well.
Magic key.
Yeah.
You've loved the Fatsia japonica spider's web as
there.
well. 12.75. And that's delivered free.
Yeah, look at it.
Use the
How
code.
beautiful is that, Shaun?
I know.
And it will look that good in another 3 or 4 or 5 months' time. In the middle of winter, it looks as good as the middle of the summer.
I know.
Tough, hardy, that beautiful variegation, great for clay soils, great for shade or sun. You can grow it in a container. You can even prune it down eventually if it gets too tall for you. Go off to your local garden centre, say to the people behind the counter, I've seen one of these, I love it, I'd like it for £15, and by the way, this is my address, and if you could deliver it to me, and also, can you give me a discount as well, please? And I'll look forward to receiving it. They'd just laugh you out.
Of course they would.
Like the garden centre, wouldn't they?
Not here at YouGarden. Can you imagine, yeah.
£12.74.
And if 10 years' time that suddenly died on you, what would we do?
Well, normally you'd have to go off and buy another one. With us, all you do is give us a call. All we ask you to do is just play the P&P, and then we'll send you out a new one, a fresh one.
So it is amazing what we do here at YouGarden. And as I say, we've also got great customer services. So if you ever have a problem, get in touch and we'll do our very best to more than put it right. 510 910, really busy for that, 12.74. Let's just show you what happens. So we've put in our basket the top wave baskets, we've put in the Fatsia japonica, and we've put in the agapanthus. You'll notice the prices are different. They're the website prices. And you'll notice you're paying postage £6.99. But use that magic code that we have on the live show, YGTV 3425.
So we've got 9193.
Yep.
And it's going to go to something really magic.
66, there you go. I know.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So you're saving £32 and you've got free delivery. And if you want to save a further £10, join the club today, which is a tenner, and you get your money back straight away.
See, with my logic, if I was planning on spending that amount to start with, all I'd think now is, I've got more money to buy more plants.
Yeah,
that's probably what I'd do. I can spend another 30 quid, because I budgeted for that amount anyway. It's up to you.
I think exactly the same. I never feel guilty spending money on plants because they give me a lifetime of pleasure.
It's sometimes like when I go to that supermarket and you hand them that card at the end and it drops down, I think, I'd have bought another bottle of gin if I'd have known that. I'd have bought another couple of bottles of wine if I'd known it was going to be cheaper than that.
So that is 510230 for the pair of hanging baskets. We've got those details on the screen. Is that still the top seller today? No. It's in the top 3.
Good call.
Those baskets are the world's first full-sized trailing pansy. We've got an exclusive on them in, say, here at YouGarden on the top wave variety. You're going to get a pair this week only for $22.93. We're going to send them next week. You've got 7 plants in there, and these are going to flower how many months, Adam?
10.
10 months of the year.
In fact, let's put it this way: they're not going to flower for 8 weeks of the year. Not going to flower for 8 weeks of the year.
Wow.
All the rest of the year, they will be flowering. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're going to tumble over the side, up to about 40 centimetres. Water them, feed them, deadhead them. That's all you've got to do, and just enjoy months and months and months and months of colour.
God, amazing. And we have got, they say, the exclusive in the UK for those as well. Right, the callistemon. I know we've only got a few minutes now. It's gone far too quickly today. But we have reduced the price on this to under £20 for club members. And it's, when we say callistemon, we're talking about a standard callistemon known as the bottlebush plant. The value is amazing on that, isn't it?
It is phenomenal.
And that's what it's going to look like when it's in flower.
Under £20. Next spring, it's going to explode into these wonderful, unusual bottle brush flowers. And you've got a couple of options next spring. After it's finished flowering, you can leave it to grow and it'll get bigger. Or you can trim it back after it's flowered, which is what we've done with ours. And then it will stay more compact and the new growth will flower for you the following year. In fact, these stems on here, these will be your flowering stems for next year. You can already see over here, there's already quite a fat bud on that one over there. That's
yes.
That's definitely a flower bud developing. So yeah, leave those, because say two options. You can leave the stems after it's flowered, and then basically it just gets bigger. You know, it'll kind of get bigger. But if you want to keep it more compact, prune it back just after it's flowered, and then the new growth that comes through like this, that'll be your flowering wood for the following year.
But we are clearing the stock of those right now. We've got a few too many in the greenhouse, so that is why you can buy it for £19.54. You should normally be paying £40 for one of those. You know, that's our
Mind your
RRP.
head.
Oh yeah, the strawberry. Right, so the top seller, the most popular plant today on YouGarden TV is, and well done at home if you managed to get these, it is the brand new pink agapanthus. Yeah, those two words don't normally belong together. I'm going to say them again. Pink agapanthus. We've seen the agapanthus in the purple, the blue and the white. Even Adam did not know that it could come in the pink. Brand new today.
I'm definitely getting this.
Yeah,
I've got a pink agapanthus. I've got blue, I've got white. I definitely want this one. Yeah, this is amazing. It's hardy. It'll come back year after year. Flower stems up to 60 centimetres tall. A long flowering period. It says from about midsummer through to late summer, even early autumn, flowering on this as well. And look at that. I mean, it is proper pink. It's not some kind of half-baked kind of colour, claiming to be a colour that it isn't. Just imagine if you had a clump of these, a clump of the blue flowering, a clump of the purple flowering, a clump of the white flowering. Oh, goodness me. I can just see it now. A border of agapanthus and all those colours with the pink being the kind of the supreme one in the middle.
Now we are going to recommend putting them all together in one pot, maybe 30 centimetres, and just leaving them in there for years in the sunniest position possible. Agapanthus, they like to be kept really, really mean. They like to be crammed in a tiny pot, and they'll just thrive there.
They will, yeah.
They really will.
If you overspoil them, you'll get lots of leaves and less flowers. Yeah. So, you know, just neglect them.
It's hard to do as a gardener, isn't it? But do.
But once they're established, just neglect them, and you'll be rewarded with masses and masses of these beautiful flower stems with, again, I can't believe I'm saying it, pink agapanthus flowers.
Cool.
Pink.
Now, do you feed your agapanthus?
No.
No.
I don't. No, I don't. No. I just put them in the most mean part of the garden, or providing it's sunny and well drained, poor soil. That's what they love.
And I mean, this summer we've had the most amazing displays because they love the heat, of course. So get them today. Look, they're brand new. They're really, really, say, rare for an agapanthus. In all the years I've worked with YouGarden, 22 years or so, I've never seen a pink one. We've never had a pink one. Today is the day, and I know that's been the #1, the most popular product, or plant, I should say, on the show today, which makes us very happy because it's beautiful, isn't it?
Do you think we'll ever live, Shaun, for the day when we can talk about a true blue rose? Like blue, like a ceanothus blue.
I don't know.
Or blue like a Meconopsis.
Because there's a few that call themselves blue, but they're not.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, because, you know, this calls itself pink, and it is pink. It's proper pink. Whereas some, they call it like blue moon rose. It's beautiful, but it's not blue.
No.
It's definitely purple.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And if that was like white with a tiny hue of pink, we'd be disappointed. It's not. It's a proper pink.
Yeah.
Right, really quickly, we've only got a minute left. This has not been long enough. Other favourites today, the amazing Nandina Obsessed, which is down to £10.19 and from £20. I would maybe go for 2 or 3 of these. Remember, these can be the real backbone to your garden, the backbone to your pots and containers. That looks good all year round. It just changes colour in terms of foliage.
They tick all the boxes. Even 3 of these would be great. I planted a group of 3 for a customer in a raised bed, and they look fantastic together. They look really nice.
So remember, they'll withstand extreme temperatures weather-wise, from like -50, -20 to 30, 35, maybe even 40 degrees. All soil types, all positions. You cannot go wrong with a Nandina.
No pest problems.
You try and kill a Nandina,
flowers,
it's pretty
berries.
much impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, everything.
And if you do, you've got a lifetime guarantee with it as well. And then, what else have we got time to show? Have we got the Fatsia? Yeah, final reminder of this. It has been phenomenally busy for the Fatsia. Again, it's an easy one.
Easy, simple, evergreen as well. So get the Nandina, get the Fatsia, plant them in similar areas.
Together,
They look fabulous together. If you want a garden that's got evergreen and colour all the year through, not just for the summer, go for these.
And that, again, if you are a club member, 12 cents for. Can I just say thank you to everybody that has joined the club today. You can still join afterwards. You can still order when we stop streaming. You can just give us a call on 0844 502 0050, or of course the best way is yougarden.com. It has been wonderful to be with you lovely gardening colleagues out there. You are our gardening family. Adam, Fabulous to work with you
Good to
as
see you,
always.
Shaun.
Really
Enjoyed
nice.
it.
Thank you to Stu as well. He's been okay, hasn't he?
He's brilliant.
But for us here at the YouGarden Nursery, have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and we will see you on Sunday. Take care.